Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final day of the Nintendothon, and we are kicking it off today with some Super Mario World. My name is Volkamar. I am joined by Johnny. How are you doing, Johnny?
I am doing just fine, ready to get my Super Mario World on, because God forbid what I gotta play on Wednesday.
I'm sure the chat is very much ready. We had so many damn sound issues. My computer was possessed. Like, my period came. It was just absolute chaos.
Oh, alright. We don't want too much information for what is supposed to be a children's game. Oh, but what a game. I love this game.
I blame the Venture Brothers. They made me make that quote.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm going to take some time now to explain exactly what sort of a run this is going to be. This is going to be the 96 exit run, or officially the 95 exit run, but we say 96 because for some reason Top Secret World doesn't actually count. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting every single secret exit that we can, including all of the special world stuff. Don't worry about that.
By the way, chat did not need to hear about your period.
I felt it was important information. Shut up.
It's important that everyone knows my current mood.
Exactly.
Oh, Mario.
I much prefer Luigi, but unfortunately I can't do Luigi one player, which completely sucks. Luigi was my main bro. I'm sorry, Mario, but your brother is just vastly superior.
Have you played more of the Super Nintendo version, or maybe the Game Boy Advance version?
Well, definitely the Super Nintendo one.
Oh, okay,
This is the one I'm playing, which is the Super Nintendo version on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Which is not darkened like the N64 games on the Wii Virtual Console for some strange reason. Hey, consistency. On
the subject of Dragon Coins, I won't be going for them specifically, but if I find them, I suppose I'll collect them.
Yeah, well, they don't do anything in this version of the game. I know they were given more importance in the Game Boy Advance version. I just don't remember what it was. I think a chat has probably already beat me to it, to what the Dragon Coins do in Super Mario Advance 2. Which is Super Mario Bros. 4.
There we go, and jump! And that's the yellow switch done.
Yep. Switch palaces. You need them in order to make transparent colored outlines become full-out blocks. And for the first two, bearing, that is the yellow and green switches, they actually have items inside. Yellow blocks have mushrooms, and green blocks have cape feathers, a power-up that Volk has yet to get because he won't be introduced to that until Donut Island.
Yeah, they do a nice job of introducing all the things gradually in this.
Yeah, well, I believe in Yoshi's Island, that's where we are right now. They wanted to introduce players
screw that up.
how Mario works, and then by Donut Island they just say, okay, now here's how Mario World works. Sort of, because we already introduced you to Yoshi.
Yep. And with Yoshi, you can make him poke out his tongue by slapping him around the back of the head.
It's fine. He's absolutely okay with it.
Oop. And once you have a Yoshi, any future egg pickups you get, which they kind of introduce there, you actually get an extra life. Which is all very nice.
Oh,
by the end of this run, if I do things correctly, we should have quite a lot of these little lives.
Yeah, getting the lives in Mario World is so ridiculously easy if you know where to look. I would even say even just playing the game normally, you'll rack up the lives more than you would ever get in Mario 3, Mario 2, any Mario game before this. Honestly.
This is definitely the most life-friendly game from my experience, at least.
Yeah, this is where it all started, giving you more than enough lives.
And you may need them for when you get into the special world for the first time.
Oh, absolutely. If you're not inclined to just spam the cape feather.
Well, it doesn't even allow for that for most of the levels. There's only, like, maybe a couple there you actually can do that.
Are you talking whether or not you enter the stage with the cape feather already, or just the design of the level?
The design of the level.
Okay.
Like, there's no space, really, for you to get enough of a run-up to actually get that whole thing started.
I say you're not trying hard enough.
I suppose if I was like a taskbot or something, it would be no problem, but unfortunately, I am a mere human.
Yeah, Volk the taskbot.
Volk the taskbot.
I have a confession
Volk
to make.
the taskbot. Dorito lie.
Volk the taskbot.
Volk Betaspat. And there goes our copyright flag. Well, it's been fun. See you later. How long estimated for this game? I've given myself 4 hours, but I did my last practice run, and I did it in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So hopefully we should be well on schedule, even with the audio issues withstanding.
Yeah. And I don't plan on taking that long with Super Metroid, so... if we're all good, then we're all good. If not, we'll work around it like we always do. Oh, we got some donations.
Oh, brilliant. Read some of them out.
We got 10 pounds from War Dog Blackie. Let's go. Excellent marathon, everybody. Thank you very much. We got 2 pounds from Ultaki, or Ultaki. I don't think I ever got a confirmation of that. The last day of the Nintendothon, but we'll make it count. Here's some small chump change to help out a bit. Folk, don't die in the Switch pallets and make Johnny rage. By the way, shout out to the other runners and the lovely Miss Mia for making a cool website. And she also says... or he or she, I don't know. By the way, Johnny, hopefully your Super Metroid 100% stream will go well. Speaking of which, put this donation and my last donation to saving those lovable 16-bit pixel creatures. They'll teach you how to wall jump and shine spark. 2 amazing abilities. Okay, and on that note, yeah, I should bring mention to that in case you guys are just joining us. Yeah, we've added a new incentive for today for the Super Metroid run in honor of GDQ and all that. We have a save and kill the animals bid war going on for Super Metroid. If you don't know what that is, there are these group of animals in Super Metroid that are optional to encounter, but they teach you latent abilities such as the wall jump and the shine spark. At the end of the game, when you're escaping the planet as it's exploding, you can head back to the room where you got the bombs from the chorizo, and you'll find them there, like wandering, and you can shoot the wall to the right to save them. And that does slightly change the ending, very, very slightly, but it is something people like to do because they feel better about themselves, and it is canon, according to Metroid Fusion. So, if you're down for wanting to save those animals, then you donate towards that. If you wanted me to just skip them, then we'll just run past them, and that'll be all she wrote.
There we go, first boss time.
Oh boy. I believe this is... who is this again?
Iggy, I believe.
Iggy.
Could be completely wrong. But this guy, I'd just like to take the time, show him a few fireballs, and there we go, he's in the drink. Get yourself a nice Koopaling smoothie while it's hot.
Yeah, all the Koopalings, I never really remember their names, except for Ludwig and Wendy. Morton's pretty easy, I guess Roy.
The thing is, Ludwig kind of stands out because he's the only unique boss fight out of all the Koopalings. Which we'll get to later on, but each boss fight, they tend to have very similar mechanics, except for Ludwig, who is entirely different. And there we go. We are past tutorial level. That's the next level over there. And now Super Mario World officially begins, with all the new stuff that they put in.
Are you ready?
Just going to leave Yoshi over here a second so I can pick up the kick. Which is by far the most overpowered item in the game, because not only can you fly infinitely without a Yoshi, but also whilst you're doing your infinite flight, you're actually invincible. Whereas if you get hit, you will just go into the spinning motion for a little while and actually get some invincibility frames.
Yes.
Which is
Invincible to pretty much everything except diving into a lava bed. Which I would recommend doing.
I have done that in practice runs, purely by accident. It was actually me trying to find a quicker way to do Roy's castle, and it just ended up with me falling into the lava. Just belly flopping into the damn thing.
No regrets.
No regrets at all. And let's see if... I felt for sure I would have got that. I would have shown off what happens when you get 100 of those points up on the top left next to my Fire Flower power-up. But hopefully we'll get to do that with the next stage. And this is where things start to get interesting, because you start getting introduced to the branching paths around this level, and also the first level of the second world. Well, we just lost Yoshi. Hopefully it will come back.
Oh, we just lost Yoshi? What else is new? Next you gotta tell me the sky's blue, and mud is made of dirt. Oh,
no, there he is.
Oh, damn it, the sky's green! Mud is made of pudding.
Well, don't worry, there'll be blue Yoshis coming up, so balance will be restored, I'm sure. We don't want that flower power up. I'd like to try and keep a feather and a flower next to me, because there are some levels that obviously prefer the Fire Flower, but the majority of them tend to prefer the Cape.
By the way, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'll get to you in a second, Paul. If you're just tuning in, if you want to know the current schedule for well, this is the final day, and we can just tell you right now, save you the time, that today is Super Mario World, Super Metroid, and the Smash tourney between the runners of this marathon. That's about it, and then starting tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to run the incentive games that you guys managed to unlock throughout the last 2 weeks. But in case you want to look at the website anyway, you can find it below the video player. The big donate here button is where you go to if you want to donate some cash, so every little bit helps. And right below that, there should be a link to the official Nintendothon website, which will give you the schedule and all the little doohickeys and incentives that we are currently running right now. Though the only one that is currently live is the Kill or Save the Animals for Super Metroid.
Excellent.
All right.
Hopefully we'll get a few donations for that one. I was going to ask you what your experience with this game was personally. Like, how did you discover this game, and how has it kind of affected you since playing it?
Oh, okay. Well, I've been playing Super Mario World. I don't exactly recall if it's been since 1991, but it is one of the first Super Nintendo games I ever played. And it was because I got my first Super Nintendo at summer of 1994. I was in a trip with Puerto Rico visiting my grandma, and I got that, and Super Nintendo came with it. Super Mario World came with it because it was bundled up with every SNES. And I got Batman Returns. So I've been playing Super Mario World for well over 20 years at this point. And it's one of those games where I just fell in love with, because for a while, all I had was Super Mario World and Batman Returns. And I got more bang for my buck with Super Mario World because it was overall a meatier game. And I already had experience with Mario 1, 2, and 3 at that point. A very small amounts. I don't recall most of my memories with those during that time. But I just came back to this game so many times because it always delivered on the goods. And it is my favorite 2D Mario game. I love the aesthetic. I love, most importantly, the control. I love how Mario feels in this game. It's not too floaty as my problem was in Mario 3. He's not too momentum driven as he was in Mario 1. It's just right. And when I got a chance to play sample Mario Maker at a Best Buy event, and I was able to choose a Super Mario World level, I was so giddy that Mario controlled exactly the way he did in Mario World. Because
adding Mario World to that was the best thing ever. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm such a control whore, folks. Like, if it's not one-to-one, if it's not something I can get accustomed to immediately, I can adjust when appropriate. It's just that I love it when I'm in full control. That way, if something bad happens, it's my fault, because I don't want to go about just blame the game for all the things I do if the control is top notch.
I agree, definitely.
Yeah. What about you, though? I mean, how often have you played Super Mario World?
I've played this game fairly often. I have to admit, I haven't played it recently until I kind of volunteered to pick this up during the Nintendothon, but it was something I picked up and play on occasion when I had some free time. It wasn't the first Super Nintendo game I played. It was probably closer to like the 4th and 5th. My Nintendo history started with Mario All-Stars and Donkey Kong Country, and then it followed up with Killer Instinct, and then Super Mario World after that.
Okay.
So it took me a little while to get to it, and we have now reached the top secret area, the only area that doesn't count towards your exits. And in this area you get Yoshi eggs, 2 fire flowers, and also 2 feathers. And you can revisit this area as much as you want, so in a way, you can actually come here to get infinite lives.
Yeah, that's one way of definitely doing it. That's a slow and arduous way.
It is a very slow and arduous way. I mean, I much prefer just doing it naturally.
Yeah, I think it's more lucrative. But yeah, it makes sense that the top secret area would not count towards exits because, well, there's no exit in the top secret level. You just go left or right, and that's it.
Yep, it technically does not count, but in the GBA version, it does actually count it. It kind of counts it as an exit as soon as you unlock it, I believe. So, if you're playing the GBA version, you'll be able to get that nice little number 96 to confirm your suspicions on that one. This level isn't too bad. I should probably explain exactly how the Yoshi actually works when he eats Koopa Shells. As you can see, I just ate a blue Koopa Shell, which gives me the power of flight. Albeit temporarily. Yoshi will eventually swallow whole any enemies that he's been sort of chewing on for quite some time. Just like that. A red Koopa Shell will, when spat out, allow Yoshi to breathe fire, and the yellow Koopa Shell gives him a stomping attack, which is kind of just an AoE ground pound. And of course you'll get different coloured Yoshis, which we'll get to later on down in the run. Hopefully not too far away. I do start going towards Star World fairly early. Towards the end of World 4, I believe, is when I actually get it. Sorry, I had to think for a second there exactly when I actually visit Star World. Star World's very, very fun. You'll like it. If you have not seen this game before.
Like I said, I mean, it's really rare that I run into someone who, at the very least, has not experienced Mario World.
Yeah, you still get people who have never actually played this before. And it's always nice when you can sort of enlighten people to its existence, because it is such a solid game even today. I mean, it looks the part, it still plays very well. It's just pretty much perfect, really, in my honest opinion.
How often, how exactly are you gonna handle the backtracking for Mario World for all 96 exits?
Well, basically I'm doing this in such a way that when I come out of the special world, it'll send you back to the start, and then from there I can go back and get all the alternate routes from World 2, and then from there get the alternate routes in World 3, and then end up back at Ludwig's castle.
Okay, so you're not so much going to be playing a stage twice in a row to get both exits?
Not necessarily. I think that will come probably later on when I do Forest of Illusion, but even then I think I might be able to avoid it. Right, now for this I'm going to leave Yoshi behind a second, because for some reason he really screws up your hitbox for doing this. And with this, I can actually just go and get stars pretty much the entire time, except for a couple of occasions.
Oh, riding on Yoshi is pretty interesting when it comes to hitboxes. It's very possible in like the forest area. I think Mario World was the first game to introduce wigglers, and because they're constantly gyrating up and down, their hitboxes move along just with them, and in combination with Mario and Yoshi's disjointed hitbox, it's very possible for Mario to take a hit while on Yoshi. He doesn't dismount from Yoshi, he just gets hit. It is the most bizarre thing you'll ever see.
We'll get more into the hitboxes in World 4. One of the bridge levels in particular just shows you just how absurd Yoshi's hitboxes actually are. Utilizing our good friend the Saw Blade.
Oh, okay, I learned something new today. I know I'm on the Twitch delay here, but I did not know that if you exited a bonus room from any pipe, it takes you to the place the bonus room will take you anyway.
Yeah, it's the way the speedrunners actually save a ton of time. Especially with that bit there, you skip an entire section of the castle for doing it.
Yes, okay. Oh, Volk with them speed strats, making up for lost time.
Well, I got him to do it somehow.
Yeah.
Also, it makes it a bit more entertaining.
Hey, I got a problem with it.
Yeah, you can crouch and fly as well at the same time, which actually does allow you to do things you normally would not be able to. And there is a exit much, much later on where we'll actually be taking advantage of that. Now, for this run, I'm going to use the Fire Flower for 2 reasons. Each fireball counts as 1 hit, so all you have to do is 2 fireballs and then jump on him. And that's the boss dead.
Yes.
Very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fireballs do actually register as a full hit, so on those sorts of bosses you can actually get away with 2 fireballs and then plonk.
That's amazing. But what about 3 fireballs?
No, you actually have to get a proper hit in for it to count towards the end.
Yeah.
After the second one, it just won't register until you actually get that proper hit in.
Yeah, because then I imagine they don't have a death animation set for fireballs. Or maybe it's like Mario 1, you know? People just, it's actually not really the Koopalings, it's just a Goomba or Buzzy Beetle in disguise.
Oh, those damn buzzy beetles.
Yeah.
There are a lot of enemies in this game, and some of them are absolute assholes. There's one in particular, I think his name was Torpedo Ted. That guy is a literal dickwad. I hate him so much.
The soda-like enemy, right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Luckily, it only actually pops up once.
Yeah,
And once is more than enough, trust me. The less I have to deal with that asshole, the better.
He's unique, and goddamn, you will remember him.
He will make his presence known.
Oh, shout out to the Switchback. The Switchback. It's in the chat who runs the SGB Twitter page. Thank you for doing that, good sir. Appreciate it. You're doing a fine job.
Excellent. I missed the other guy. Missed an opportunity for a life there, but it's not fine. It's not as if we're starving for lives here. At least not right now. Special World might decide differently. We'll have to see how that goes.
I just love getting star power and just running through a...
Oh yeah, there are some levels in this game where you can get like 10, 20 1-ups easily through doing that.
Absolutely. Oh, one of the special worlds. I forgot which one it was exactly. It's the ice one.
Oh, that is Mondo, I believe.
Was that Mondo? Yeah.
No,
like
Mondo's the water one. I forget what that one is actually.
The ice special world. I should know all these names by heart because I should know. I should be well versed in my '90s hip.
Way Cool, I think it was.
Was it Way Cool? Wow, if it's that obvious, I'm a dunce.
Well, we'll find out in a second.
Yeah.
Torpedo Ted shot first, absolutely.
What a jerk.
Alright, so speaking of enemies, who is your favorite enemy and who is your least favorite enemy? Because I've obviously made it apparent that my least favorite is Torpedo Ted at this point. I don't think that's a secret anymore.
I understand the feeling towards Torpedo Ted, I do. But my least favorite enemy, I don't know. Let me think. I gotta think by the enemy roster. And usually it's easy for me to remember sometimes because of the end credits. Let me see. No, Torpedo Ted is right up there. If only because
I'd be surprised if he wasn't up there on most people's lists.
Yeah.
I can understand if he wasn't the most troublesome, but I would have a difficult time accepting if they don't have trouble with him at all. I would just be like, no, you are blatantly lying, or you've never played this game before.
I would say the Sumo Brothers, if only because I get a little nervous when approaching them from the side and not from the bottom.
Oh yeah, because you can't actually jump on them, can you?
I believe you can't not.
I think you can still do the spin jump on them, but you can't actually kill them unless you hit them underneath a block.
Yeah, or the fireballs, or maybe the cape feather spin, maybe. But that one usually pops up. It's like, so are you shooting the fireball, or was the key shooting the fireball?
I was shooting the fireball. You can actually hold onto a key and still shoot the fireball at the same time. You just have to map your buttons a bit, otherwise you're sort of like doing this claw motion, trying to hold the run button and the other run button, which shoots your fireballs. But as it stands on the Pro Controller, on the gamepad, sorry, I actually have run mapped to one of the shoulder buttons, and I have another run button set to Y. So, of course, I can run using the shoulder button and shoot my fireballs with the Y button, and still have the B and A to jump. It is much more comfortable, and it allows you to do holding things while shooting fireballs incredibly easier.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, some people in the chat were asking, I don't hate charging Chuck the enemy, I hate charging Chuck's enemy placement.
Oh, there's one level in particular, isn't there, where there's just like a billion of them. Just all waiting for you. Just like the entirety of the Denver Broncos. Or the Houston Texans offensive line. It's just like, yes, but unlike our real-life counterparts, we don't miss our blocks. But yeah, they have a couple of different variations as well, don't they? They have the ones which have the rugby balls, and then you have the ones that just sort of have a spin and start chucking boulders at you as well.
They do everything. I don't even know, like, I get the footballs, I get the baseballs. Well, the guy can't make up his goddamn mind what sport he wants to play. But what the hell is the boulder tossing? Is that an Olympic event I'm unaware of?
Maybe he's like participating in the world's strongest man and it's like the Atlas Stones or something.
You just deadlift shit doing that. You don't just throw rocks at Italians.
Maybe he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He probably just bought like a brand new rugby outfit, you know, wants to show it off to all his mates.
In the volcanic cave! The ash alone will darken the gloves.
I don't think there was actually any lava in that stage at all, unless I was just being completely blind. No, there's only water there.
But in one of the levels that Charge and Chuck throw stones at you, it's one of the, I think it's in Bowser Land, where you have to have Yoshi in order to eat the key.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's lava in that stage, and you can knock them into the lava. Oh yeah.
Yep. Usually what I end up doing is doing the spin jump almost constantly to be able to bounce off the boulders. But of course you do need to make sure you take Yoshi all the way to the end in order to get the exit in that particular stage. There's a keep here. Let's go ahead and grab that, and boom. Spin jump is incredibly useful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And there are some things you can bounce off of that you wouldn't be able to bounce off with a regular jump. Buzzsaws, saws in general, you can bounce off those with a spin jump. And I believe that's it. Big Boos, yes.
Alright, we're going to use the Cape Flight here to get towards the end, because we need to take care of some rogue coins before we actually hit the P-switch.
That a boy. Don't get the green balls, though.
No, the green balls, they are made of ectoplasm, and of course, since Mario is a 1960s monster movie villain or something, he will die very quickly to that. You can bounce off them with the spin jump though, so you can kind of just like take one all the way to the end of the level if you really want to.
And now I laugh at them. I gotta say, like, despite the technical difficulties we had earlier, your stream quality is damn smooth.
Oh yeah, I always run at 720 60 frames, without question.
I'm just rubbing my nipples thinking about it.
I bought fiber optic broadband mostly to be able to do this sort of stream quality.
We have a 1 pound and 28 pence donation from Metal Predator. Hey guys, great to see you guys get this far on the final day of the Nintendothon. Super Mario World is my favorite 2D Mario, and I love seeing it played. Also, put this towards saving the animals. I feel like I'm in GDQ when I say that. It's titillating.
It's like you feel a part of something much bigger.
Yeah.
We've made it, boys. we have become popular enough to be able to use save and kill the animals.
Tom got left off at the Roy Rogers, though. He couldn't decide on the chicken sandwich or the burger.
Alright, there is another little secret shortcutty type thing in this area, which we need the cape for, obviously. And we have to fly up, and right up here is another little alcove here. And that leads you to another one of those Noughts and Crosses 1-up games, but we're going to ignore that. And we get to skip another good portion of the level. Now, we don't want to go with the cape here, because what will happen is, we'll get to the end of the level, we'll get to a wall, and then we'll fall into the lava. And as you can imagine, we don't want that to happen.
We don't?
No, absolutely not. We've got to save all our deaths for at least Starval to make sure we have enough.
Yeah, I getcha. People ask for a little more clarity on the incentive games. That starts tomorrow, I believe at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 7 p.m. BST. Same time as usual. Whether or not we go earlier is up to them behind the scenes. If they want to change that, it's up to them. My Sunshine run will begin on Wednesday the 19th.
And you'll have like a rota of co-commentators for that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a bunch of people on for that one. Any other company I can get. Going Poison River.
All the emotional support.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I'll explain the goal thing a bit more, because it tends to confuse some people. What happens is, it goes from 1 to 30, and then right near the top there's a 40 and a 50. The 50 obviously is incredibly difficult to get.
Yes, it's almost pixel perfect, I would say.
It is pretty much pixel perfect. Oh, there we go, we got 3 lives out of that one this time. The maximum you can get is 8, and that's obviously you have every single one of these icons match.
I have never gotten all that.
I got it once, and I can consistently at times get 6. It kind of depends on the mood. We're just going to fly over this level right here, just to kind of show off how this mechanic actually works. If you time the back just right, you can actually gain altitude gradually. But the timing's a bit weird, because if you do it too early, you'll just kind of float back down. And if you do it too late, then obviously you start losing altitude.
Lose altitude, or at the very least not gain or lose altitude at all.
Actually, that level isn't too bad, but I like getting that one done quicker just because I don't know how Special World and Star World are going to appreciate me getting up in their grills. Also, Lemmy's Castle, one of the ones I tend to have a problem with as well, just because of the Kamex. They are complete arse bandits, to say the least. But there is a way to kill them, luckily. And that is with this good old Cooper Shell right here. So we're going to take care of it.
Brought this gun for nothing.
And what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this P-switch here before he gets back. Nope, he's back. But that's okay, we bopped him.
It sounds like you're trying to raid old Grandpa Magic Koopa's closet. We're going to get this before he comes back.
Alright, the reason why we do this is because that's the only way you can actually get the checkpoint here. And you get an extra life.
Oh, I hate that. Sometimes you think your positioning with the Magic Koopa is perfect, and then he ends up appearing right on top of you.
Alright, let me see if I can speed run my way through this. No, that's fine. Oh, no. Sometimes the momentum's a bit wacky. Sometimes you can actually get through that gap, sometimes you can't. It's a bit weird how it decides whether or not you actually get there, but that's okay. We'll try it again. We'll get a cape block at the end of this anyway, so I'm not too worried about the lack of power-ups.
No matter what the platformer, I should say, there's nothing that gets my nerves up than being crushed to death.
Oh, that is true.
Actually, in Mario World, one of the things that I always cringe at doing is just rubbing up against the wall. At one point, I don't remember how long ago it was when it happened, but one time I rubbed against the wall in one of the cavern levels, and Mario just straight up died. I think it acted as if I got crushed. Maybe I was too far in the wall graphic. So I hate doing that in any wall in this game.
You get paranoid, you think, I'm just going to keep my distance here.
Yeah.
You know, just play it safe.
And
there we go.
2 inches probably? Yeah, 2 inches.
Alright, now the boss fight is extremely annoying because all the pipes are on like odd angles and such, and this fireball just decides it wants to be an asshole most of the time.
Yeah. If you got a real keen eye, you can see the pipe they will emerge from based off the pixels on the pipe on the bottom. But I think that applies more to Wendy.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Then again, Wendy's not so bad because all the pipes are the same size.
Yes.
Even though there's two fireballs, it's a lot easier to sort of figure out where you need to be in relative to where Lemmy will be. But actually, that didn't take much. I thought, honestly, this stage would give me a lot more trouble than it did. Because the practice actually pays off.
See, what did I tell you behind the scenes? You're going to be fine.
Well, there's still at least 4 more levels that could potentially pick me over.
You're going to be fine.
Alright, we're just going to take our little hammer here. Just knock this thing down with a wooden hammer. What the hell is that thing made out of? Polystyrene?
Yeah, what he said.
It is made of styrofoam.
Ooh, don't microwave it.
It's a beep ball. Somebody who like makes a ROM hack needs to make that a thing.
No, we already have Kaizo Mario. Do we need more Mario World hacks?
No, we just need humorous one with just like hilarious castle death things. You know, like Canon Something. By the way, if you haven't watched Canon Something, do it. It's like the best Flash animation thing ever.
Is that the compilation where he tries to get rid of the castle?
Yeah, but Canon Something is a specific one.
Oh, okay.
It is absolutely hilarious. So I'd highly recommend giving that a watch if you haven't done so already. It is a good time all around.
So if you bring Yoshi to that level that Volk just flew across, you can actually bounce off of the saw blades at very specific timings. And it's pretty much guaranteed because I think the saw blades work off of a timer that only occurs when it's on screen. So it's almost guaranteed that you'll always land in the same spot all the time.
Oh, these mole guys can be assholes, especially on this stage because they pop up so quickly.
Yeah. But these mole guys, fuck them.
The big ones are okay.
Oh yeah, the big ones are cool and they wear shades.
Oh yeah. You know, they're just having a good time.
It's like they know they're there. Deal with it.
Alright, Alright, there we go. We need Yoshi for this next part coming up. As we make our way into the Star World. This is actually the point where we will begin to make our way there. But we need to go there in a specific way. And we need Yoshi to do that.
I guess the only thing that really, I stare at all the time now when I go back to this game when it comes to Yoshi is his orange arms. I'm pretty sure it's not part of his saddle.
Yeah, that's... I'm not sure about that either, because he doesn't actually shown to have any arms at all, unlike the Overworld sprite. He kind of just looks like a worm with a dopey face, honestly.
Yeah. It's a dinosaur with a face, legs.
Alright, here we go. This is where we get to see just how crazy Yoshi's hitboxes are. We're going to go straight through a saw blade here, and absolutely nothing will happen. Here it is, coming up now, and boom! There you go, right through a saw blade. Didn't do a damn thing to us.
It's not there if you believe it's not. It's like it's like Freddy Krueger.
Schrodinger's saw blade. Alright, here we go. Now we need to ditch Yoshi here at a very specific part. There we go, perfect. And we get 3 1-ups. Yeah, we do get 3-ups in this game. And now we make our way to asshole level number 2. But luckily, I have a strategy for this, which may make it a lot less tedious, let's just say.
Flaming Claw, that pun is bad and you should feel bad. I never saw that coming. A smack.
We're going to slow down the music a bit. Nice and slowly. And also we're going to go under the stage. You know, nothing too stressful. Just going to go nice and slowly under the level. This is basically reverse caping. We're just going underneath the entire level rather than over the top of it. And see those torpedo Teds? They're not nearly as frustrating now.
Look
If you try to do this level the normal way, however, they will infuriate you to no end.
Torpedo Ted, like torpedo tools.
Torpedo twat.
Yeah, okay, if you want to go a little more vulgar, then sure, torpedo twats. That's fine. Yeah, just look at those shit-eating grins. They know exactly what they're doing.
They know exactly how they were programmed.
Yeah.
There we go. I think we're near the end now. Just gotta get under this one. And there are these guys. And avoid the torpedo tets here. And there we go. Flawless! I am very happy with that one, actually.
Well done. I know of that strat, it's just that I get nervous when I get too close to the bottom of the screen.
The problem is you can't do it on every underwater level. For some reason, the end of the level is set ever so slightly lower in this one compared to other underwater levels.
Oh.
So if you try and go too far under, obviously you'll still die, but with that one, for some reason there's a lot more leeway.
Okay. The more you know.
Alright, here we go. So this is the first Star World level, fairly easy to complete, you just go right over here and you're done. But that's not the real exit. Every Star World has an alternate exit, which is what you need to get in order to progress. Otherwise you just get sent back right where you came from. So for this one, the real exit, we're going to do a spinny jump here, and we're going to say hello to this guy and kill him. And then we're going to float all the way up over here. This one needs a bit of a precise jump in order to get to, so this might take a little bit. Oh, God damn it, the guy's back again. Actually, the way you're supposed to do this is you knock that guy out, and you steal his cloud. And then take the cloud, and jump over here, get the key from the block, take the key, and put it in the keyhole.
There's so many ways to get up there.
Yeah, you can get there, but you have to get it pretty much perfect. You cannot hit the wall at all.
Yeah. You do cloud, you got a Yoshi there on the bottom left there, you can just feed him enough of the spinies, he'll become big, you jump off of his back, because I believe Star World is where we're introduced to all the little colorful Yoshis here, and the best one by far is the blue one.
Well, yeah, because the blue one is just amazing.
Yeah.
You get flight no matter what. And obviously that also means everything you eat will give you the ability of flight. With the red one, everything you spit out will turn into a fireball, which is not always what you want, because sometimes with the blue shells, or in the case of the blue Yoshi, the blue, green, or yellow shells, you obviously want to be able to spit them out and pick them back up again.
Yeah, you want to.
That's like the main. That's like the main dealio with how you keep up. what you got going there.
Okay, spit out the food and then put it back in your mouth. But don't digest it just yet.
Yeah, you tend to abuse regurgitation a lot. God's sake, Yoshi, get back here!
Oh, these colorful Yoshis are disobedient.
Yeah, the red one's a bit of a rebel, you know.
Yeah.
Got himself dyed red, never really paid attention to his parents, and we lost him.
Listen to a lot of Nirvana.
That's okay, we don't actually need the red Yoshi. All we need to do is make sure we keep the cape, mainly. Although we may try for another red Yoshi the second time we visit this level. Because obviously we've got to get the normal one and the alternate one in order to count for our 96 exit later on.
Oh, we have a £50 donation from a Jonathan Reinhardt.
Oh, good old Johnny Reinhardt. How are you doing, my friend?
To everyone in the Nintendothon, it's been an awesome 2 weeks, but it ain't over yet. So I heard we're saving and killing animals here, eh? I love those animals, but if people want to save them, start donating. Put this to kill. Enjoy.
Oh my god. Reinhardt is holding the animals to ransom right now.
On point.
He is making a statement. It's like, you want to save those animals? It's gonna cost you.
Okay, so updating on that one, we have kill the animals at £50 and save the animals at £3.28.
Now, I don't know if you noticed when you get to this, but for some reason, when I swallowed one of the Koopa shells, it actually counted as 2. And I'm not entirely sure how that actually happens, but occasionally when you eat something, it will actually eat it twice, and yet you've blatantly only ate it once.
Sometimes I know it happens regardless, but sometimes I always took it as the Yoshi eating the shell and the thing that was in the shell. But it's obviously not the case. But that's how I always justified it when I was younger.
There we go. This is where you get the secret exit. You actually do need the cape for that one, or you need to bring a Koopa shell down in order to get that one. Obviously, cape's a bit safer. Now, I'm going to show you something here. If you actually stop Star Road here, you'll actually be right outside Bowser's castle. But we're not going to go to him just yet.
No, it'd be a very short run if it was.
Exactly. I mean, I did put the estimate of 4 hours for a very good reason. Because we are going for that proverbial 100% run. Of course, on the menu it'll only say we got 95, but we already know the reason why that is. Now, if we fly up here, and if we're lucky, we will see this. That's where we need to go in order to get the secret exit. And you saw some of that invincibility frames kicking in there. I went straight into that piranha plant, and I got into a spin motion, and I was invincible for a good second or two.
So all these tracks that you know about, are these something you looked up prior to the Nintendothon, or is this something you just happen to know throughout the years of playing Mario World?
A lot of it I did happen to know, but what I wanted to do was to make sure that what I was thinking I was doing right was what I was meant to be doing.
Okay.
And when I was looking it up, I actually found out the whole going through the first couple of worlds in a specific way, so that when you get back to the start, you can go through the alternate exits and basically save yourself a bunch of time. Alright, so for this one, we're going to need to leave Yoshi behind, unfortunately. Oh no, we don't. We can just abuse a glitch, where if you spin jump and land on a Yoshi while on a yellow block, you will actually start breaking all the blocks.
Yeah. I do that all the time, every time I'm with the Yoshi here, because I'm going to keep him, damn it. It's a Yoshi.
It's Yoshi, damn it. How can you not take him with you?
Exactly.
How can you say no to that face?
Don't even need to, properly explain that. It's just Yoshi. Yoshi's awesome.
Yoshi is the man, man.
Always one of the best power-ups that the Mario series ever introduced. It's like the power-up was so popular, he got his own series. Does a mushroom have his own series? Does a fire flower have flower story? No, it's Yoshi's story, because Yoshi's awesome.
Hells yeah.
I guess I want to count Captain Toad, that's sort of a mushroom adventure, but whatever. I digress. We got a £5 donation from Flaming Claw. As many of you know, I am a terrible human being. Put this towards killing the animals.
I can't say I'm too surprised by that. But yeah, Flame and Jonathan Reinhardt are making a statement as to exactly where the animals can stick it. And the key is just down here. Just need to make sure we get this right, because you can miss it, but luckily if you do, we've already completed the level technically, so a start and select will put us back at the beginning. And we'll probably abuse that a little bit, especially during the Forest of Illusions, because it has easy access to capes. Alright, Star World 2. This is where the blue Yoshi actually lives.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go ahead and grab him in a second. What we'll do is, we'll go through the level normally, and then when we go through the level for the alternate exit, we'll pick up a blue Yoshi then. Now this is another level you can kind of just keep swimming at the top of the level, but if you notice, it's always the fish near the bottom that catch my attention. It's never the ones at the top. Now, the reason for this, I believe, is because what we are actually doing is we're swimming up so high, we're actually looped to where the floor is.
Yeah,
and what
you're screen wrapping.
Exactly. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to leave Yoshi here, you know, because he can breathe water and all that. He'll be fine. You can make friends with all the fishes.
If my luck is good for the Super Metroid run, I'll be doing a screen wrap glitch myself.
Oh, brilliant. We can look forward to that. Alright, there we go. So we got one secret exit to get here. And then, of course, we've got the secret exit at Star Road number 5, which will then take us to the Special World, which is where the proverbial fun begins. And what happened there is if Yoshi eats a power-up, as opposed to a normal enemy, he will immediately grow to full size. It's not just a thing with the star. If you feed it a feather, fire flower, it can be any kind of power-up, he will immediately transform.
I would say that makes the most sense with a mushroom.
Yeah, I think a mushroom works too.
Yeah.
It's any power-up as opposed to like any item, because I think P-switches and such you can't actually consume.
Not yet, anyway. We're working on it.
Yoshi technology is developing new amino acids to allow it to digest P-switches. Alright, so the secret exit for this level is actually right underneath here. This is actually probably one of the more obvious ones, and I guess the Star Road ones are meant to be a little bit more obvious because you actually need to find them to progress. But there are some really well-hidden secret exits in this game.
Yeah, some of them require
Bowser.
Yeah, some of them require you to fly under the what looks like the exit, or the normal exit, and some of them just require us to know exactly where to go with the proper power-up.
Yep. They make it tricky towards the end. I mean, they don't give them to you for free after a while.
No. But if you know the location of the top secret area, then getting power-up should never be a problem. You just gotta backtrack a bit each time.
Yeah, I try to avoid backtracking where I can, though.
Yeah, I understand. That's where skill comes in.
Alright, here we go. If we go across here and eat green geezer over here, and then we'll fly up, and we'll go ahead and get that secret exit from before. Just blow up all these because we can. Just glitch out all the power-ups.
For the longest time, I had no idea that you can control the coin rows with the D-pad. I thought it always just went right. I was like, okay. Well,
yeah, because there's a there's a boo house that actually makes you utilize that.
Yeah.
So here we go. We are now at the Special World, which are all named after cheesy catchphrases like gnarly and mondo and way cool.
Bossa Nova. Chef Nova.
This one's not too difficult. This is kind of like the introductory one where you go all the way up and then you go all the way down. If you can keep your blue Yoshi, you'll generally have a much easier time with these levels. But of course, they make it very, very difficult to do exactly that. So here we go. P-switch, 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 and we're going to get ourselves a run up here and jump over the amazing flying hammer bros. And there we go. That is the first stage done. Now, if anybody here has played Super Mario World before, you know exactly what level is coming up next. And this is where a lot of the Super Mario World trauma started for some people. But never fear, for I will make Tubular my bitch for your enjoyment.
Because you're using Blue Yoshi.
Yeah, but not a lot of people know you can actually use the blue Yoshi to actually complete this level. You just have to be very, very clever about it. And I will demonstrate now. You put the P-switch, stand on this question mark block, fly down here, jump off that guy, get the very, very last Koopa in this slot, fly down, and wait for the P-switch to deactivate. Fly over this guy, because obviously rugby balls are annoying as hell. We're just going to let this tennis ball come with us, and there we go. And that is Tubular done the easy way.
You blue Yoshi scrub. I have no problem putting a P-balloon up my ass.
It's not just one either, it's multiple P-balloons.
Yeah. Go back and put that P-balloon up your ass.
And somewhere Freddy's hiding in the bushes somewhere going, that's my fetish.
Oh, we got a £4 donation from Sout, or is it Soap? How many Yoshis must die for Mario's sins? Save the animals.
Well, so far we only deliberately sacrificed one.
Deliberately sacrificed.
Alright, way cool is apparently not the ice level, so you don't have to kick yourself in the teeth for missing the obvious. Alright, for this one we're not going to activate any switches just yet. You can obviously fly over this level if you don't have a Yoshi, but it's actually easier if you keep it. Because there is a part of the level coming up where you can collect some Yoshi wings. And that takes you to like a special-ish stage, similar to the coloured note blocks in Super Mario Bros. 3. And once you complete that, it'll actually take you to the end of the level. Or it will end the level there and then. It doesn't actually take you to the end, it just ends it.
Yes. And I believe you always run into Yoshi wings in a level that only has one exit anyway.
I do believe so. There was also one in the Saw Blade level that we visited earlier.
So I would assume when you exit a bonus stage, exit a red stage with Yoshi wings, and when you exit it, I guess it counts towards the normal exit and not the
It does usually count towards the normal exit, yes.
Okay.
But if it's a one-way exit, then you may as well do it. So there we go. We've completed Way Cool. We're now on to Awesome! And I think... Yes, this is the ice level. So for this one, it's a wee bit tricky. But since we have a blue Yoshi, as long as we can keep him, we should be just fine. There's also a star power-up that comes in towards the end here, and we can use that to get a shit ton of lives. Just gonna take this nice and slow, take this yellow shell, and I'm gonna grab the star here. Oh, no, we lost Yoshi. That's okay. I've done this without Yoshi many a time.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Ah, damn it.
Not enough fish in the sea.
Yeah, the fish on that one are just completely absurd.
They have herpes.
Yeah, don't be surprised if I die at least a couple of times in this level. It's not unusual. Oh my god. I completely missed the jump there. That was entirely my bad.
This is one of those levels that they give you the invincibility star, you just gotta blaze it. Just go right. Fuck everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's kind of a cue to speedrun it. Besides, as long as you can get to that star, you will constantly get extra lives.
Yes.
So, you know, you get there, you'll be able to keep doing it indefinitely until you eventually get it right. Alright, we're going to take the P-switch with us, because it makes getting the star a little bit easier. Alright, now if we press that, take the shell with us. There we go, and... need to make sure we get a bit of a run up here, because otherwise you just end up falling through the levels. Like that. Like, you're kind of relying on bouncing on things, and then you forget you have the star power. And you just fall through it and die.
I just caught like the end of the part of the stream where you grabbed the star power. What looked like the very frame the fish was supposed to hit you. So that was very close.
It was pretty close. I did cut it pretty close there. But, you know, I like to make it entertaining. Alright, get the Firefly here to make things a little bit easier for us. It may take me a few attempts, but I'll get there. This is one of the levels that gave me a bit of trouble during practice. So just bear with me.
That's fine.
I'll get through it.
Busy looking at Ultiki's Isabelle emoticon. I didn't even know that was a thing in Twitch.
Alright, we need a Koopa shell here. Fucking fish! Go away! No!
I hate you, fish!
Have your fish! Stop it!
I promise I will not consume you. if you do not consume me.
Alright, we're gonna do this without the invincibility then. We won't get very far, trust me.
Fireballs everywhere. Or just pass
No,
it.
I think the star power is almost mandatory here, honestly. It's just that much of an essential tool. Squares. A little bit of timing and patience. There we go. Take the P-switch. Need to make sure there's a Koopa shell ready as well. Oh. That's what the Koopa shell would be, but unfortunately... Alright, here we go. Let's do this thing.
I am no dank meme yet. I gotta sell t-shirts at least.
Yeah, you get an absurd amount of lives from doing this. Now we need to wait for our star power to run out, because we need to jump on this Koopa. Jump on that block. Jump, and we're done!
Awesome.
Whew.
But
Okay.
I am guilty of trying to jump on a Koopa Troopa with an invincibility on.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that will give people problems. Like, if Tubular didn't before, this would be another level that would cause its fair share of problems for people. Like. So now we're on to Groovy. Groovy, who are you again? Oh, it's a level at the start screen!
Groovy.
This is another level where you can get an absurd amount of lives thanks to Starman abuse. So hopefully we'll be able to grab a hold of one of those. Oh, bloody hell. Yoshi, get back here. Back in the saddle. Alright, we just need to find out where the star is. Yep, there he is.
This is the level that plays in the title screen.
Yep, and we get to see all of it this time. Here we go. I'll show you the amount of lives you can get from doing this. And we're coming up to a nice bit here where you can get like a whole bunch. And one more for good measure. Oh, you sod. Alright, we're going to take this a bit more slowly. Just because baseball throwing nutbags over there are going to try and do their absolute best to cause some problems for us. Just bounce off them. No need to worry about the point thingy. Somebody actually counted the lives I got from that part. It was 8. Alright, Mondo. This is one of the levels that will probably give me a bit of trouble as well, so bear with me if I suck.
That's the water one, right?
Yep.
If you have Yoshi, you should be fine.
Yeah, it's just a case of making sure I keep him, and also navigate my way around this amazing flying hammer brother here. Because, I mean, you'll be able to, like, stand on the piranha-y things at the bottom there, but... Obviously, the amazing flying hammer brothers are the ones that give you the most problems, but with a little bit of invincibility frames, we may be able to do something with it. Ah, there we go. That was a bit too close to comfort.
I'm just gonna get into just listening to your reactions. And it's out of context for me because I'm gonna twitch the delay, but it was like, ooh, what's he reacted to?
It's like opening a Christmas present early, not actually getting to see what it is until 30 seconds later. Twitch plays Christmas. Get back here, you green son of a bitch. There we go. Alright. Now, of course, as we all know, fireballs work underwater. It's just a fact of video gaming.
It's a Mario law of nature.
So what we're going to do is we're going to fire off some fireballs here. See, that's actually where having a blue Yoshi would be handy too. Because you can actually eat that red Koopa shell and just fly over the rest of the level. So of course, since we do not have a blue Yoshi currently, we're going to have to do this the regular way. Which I'm sure Jason will be pleased with in particular, because he doesn't like using the cape glitch. At all. Nope, that didn't get it. Oh, nope. Come on. Oh, no! The freaking amazing flying hammer brother just did me in. Alright, you know what? We're going to go back and get a blue Yoshi. Just to make this a bit easier and much less frustrating for me. And if we can keep him, he'll come in handy for the next level too. So there we go. We'll make our way back a couple of Star Worlds and grab some power-ups ready.
Gotcha. Dark Arrow Warrior. Hey, Johnny, you don't mind if I play along with you while Super Metroid is streaming, do you? As in, you're playing Super Metroid while I'm playing Super Metroid? Dude, you don't need my permission to play Super Metroid. Do what you want.
There we go. Alright, we got our blue Yoshi. Now we just need a couple of power-ups to make sure we can live. I don't think we'll need like fire flowers or anything like that, so a couple of mushrooms, maybe a cape should be just fine. So we'll make sure we keep Yoshi for this. He is integral to our plans.
I need him. He comes to me.
I need this. Alright, there we go. Now then, we should have a bit of an easier time now with Mondo here. I love the music in the special stage though. Mondo sucks.
That's not the lyrics.
Ah, bloody hell. Alright, good. We got our good old friend Yoshi back anyway.
Yes, people are in the chat are mentioning already, if you remain idle in the Special World Hub for us...
The music changes to like the classic...
Yeah. It plays the classic Mario theme from Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes though, is the problem. Tell you what, if there's time at the end of a stream, I will go back there and I will show you.
Yeah, we could, yeah, as a transition to Super Metroid. But I don't get it, shut up!
Alright, here we go. Now we should be able to avoid the third amazing Flying Hammer Brother. Actually, I'd say the Flying Hammer Brother is probably up there in the most dickish enemy list.
Well, in Special World, every enemy can be a straight-up dick.
Yeah.
Even Bonsai Bills, who are usually very predictable.
I mean, the idea is with the special stages, they're meant to be sort of like borderline Kaizo levels of insane.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't be disheartened if you get to these stages for the first time and you just completely fail. It is completely natural. Alright, I'm just gonna say it straight up. Outrageous. This level I'm straight up flying over. I'm sorry, but I am not dealing with this level's bullshit.
If it's not putting up with Tubular's gimmick, it's just outrageous, pardon the wordplay here, outrageous level design. It's long, it's full to the brim with enemies.
Bullet bills up the ass.
Wiggle
and up your
fire,
ass.
and these strange hopping fireballs.
Yeah, the straight hopping fireballs are the ones that throw people off because you can bounce off the main part of the flame, but the little bits of flame it leaves behind, no, you're just gonna die if you go into those.
So the smaller it becomes, the more invulnerable it gets.
I did do this level without the cape, just to see how difficult it would be, because I tried to see if I can do levels without the cape where I can, just because, you know, I like to be able to show off the entire level the way it was intended to be played. But Outrageous took me at least 25 tries just to be able to complete it once. And in the interest of keeping to a schedule, I decided it is absolutely not worth it, and that level I was without any question at all going to fly over. Now, this one's a bit tricky, because obviously it is the last level of the special world stages, but this one's a bit different in the sense that it has a completely tight time limit on there. Now, there are ways to be able to extend your time limit, but you need a Yoshi for that.
Yes. The green fruit. That's pretty much what their purpose is. You know, not for nothing, Funky used to intimidate me because of the time limit. Then you just keep replaying it and you realize, oh, it's actually not that big of a deal if you just keep moving.
Yeah, especially if you save a Koopa Shell for that, charging Chuck that I just killed, because otherwise he will summon a whole bunch of flying Koopas. And that just makes the level way harder.
Yes.
Now we're going to need a Super Mushroom here because there's a part with a whole bunch of charging Chucks here that I'm just going to sort of deliberately take... Oh! I didn't take damage!
Don't
Oh my god, that has never happened to me before!
Just keep going, just keep going.
And of course, at the end it spells out, you are a super player! Even though I flew over Outrageous like a scrub. But, trust me, if you guys know how tough that level can be, you will completely understand. If I hadn't had a time limit, I probably would have done it. And of course, since we have Super Metroid and Smash Tournament coming up, I have to sort of respect the timers and such. Okay, so we have changed now from summer to fall, and a lot of the enemies will now change as a result of going through the entirety of Special World. And now we get to go through some of the alternate exits we missed earlier. So here we go. We'll need a cape for this part.
Happy Halloween, everything.
Now, hopefully it shouldn't take too long to show people exactly what has changed. It's just unfortunately there's not many regular Koopas here, and the regular Koopas is one of the main changes in the post-Special World playthrough.
Is this how you normally play Mario World? You go for the seasonal change immediately?
Nowadays I do, yeah. Sometimes I used to save it to last.
Yeah, that's generally how I play the game. But yeah, there's something remarkably charming about just seeing, you know.
But yeah, I mean,
designs.
The way this route I'm taking works out, it sort of like shows it off at a good time, because you kind of had a good taste of what the world looks like normally. And then you get to this part, and then everything is different.
Yep. It's time
Well, not everything is different. I mean, the overworld's different, but the actual levels themselves don't change that much besides from a couple of enemies.
Nope.
Which we'll get to see, hopefully, pretty soon. And if we go in here, we'll get to see them. Alright, so the regular Koopas now are masked Koopas, and they have oversized Mario heads. And the Bullet Bills, which we may encounter at some point later on, they change from very angry birds.
Yeah, but I think Pigeon Bills.
Pigeon Bills, that's it.
Yeah.
Trying to remember exactly.
I think those are no. My favorite change is probably either the Masked Koopas or the Pumpkin Heads.
Oh yeah, the Pumpkin Heads as well. That's what the Piranha Plants changed to.
Yes. It's kind of a missed
Surprised I didn't
opportunity.
take a hit there.
Yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity for Charging Chunks to not like switch to baseball gear or, I guess, golf clothes.
Shoutouts to Ninja Baseball Batman or something. Yeah, it would be quite nice to see something like that.
Is he a ninja, a baseball player, or Batman?
It's all of them at the same time.
Mine cannot comprehend such mindfuckery.
See, we're not even technically halfway through the game yet. We already have 57 lives.
Yes.
You're not really left on a shortage of lives at any point here. Couple of lives as well. So now we're up to 59. Alrighty, what do we need here? I don't think we need a cape, so I think we'll find where we are. So now we're going to revisit this stage to do the alternate exit. This is probably one of the few stages that you actually go straight back into to get the alternate exit from on this route. Of course, also you've got the boo houses and things like that, but it's all good so far.
Yeah, you're doing an amazing job, Hulk. And you're already past the hardest part of the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I think we went through that pretty damn well. I mean, it's been about an hour since we started now, and I believe when I checked during my last practice run after completing Star World, this was usually the point where I had about 41 exits. So we're nearly halfway there. It's just, of course, some of the later levels will give us some problems, and obviously they're a bit longer as well, so a lot of the time that we would have thought we'd save will probably be made up with by the time we get to like World 6 and the Valley of Bowser.
Oh, the chat is just breaking up in the Kingdom Hearts. Apparently there's some information being showcased today.
Oh yeah, there's like some Disney thing going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I think it's D23 was the name of it. I don't know what the 23 stands for.
Probably the 23rd one they've had.
22. Yeah, I guess.
That would be the most obvious one. I could be
I thought-
completely wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was like a 23rd sequel to the Mighty Ducks. It was like D23. It was like, holy shit. It's like, that's as bad as Star Trek.
Well, we are getting Space Jam 2 pretty soon.
An event 20 years in the making. It's Space Jam 2.
That could be quite fun though, I have to admit. Like, the first Space Jam was cheesy in a way that it was somewhat endearing. Because, you know, it was like the first time you sort of, like, got to see, like, real-world characters interacting with cartoons, basically. It was like a big step towards, like, animation and things like that, so it has its place in history, honestly.
I would say Who Framed Roger Rabbit did that first and better.
Oh yeah, of course Who Framed Roger Rabbit did it first, but kind of like Space Jam kind of further developed it.
Nah, I disagree. I think Who Framed Roger Rabbit not only did it first, but did it better.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that, thinking about it a bit more. I mean, Roger Rabbit was pretty dang good. Alright, so we're going to do the secret exit first, just because the normal exit will take us to the next area we need to go to. Also, we get to show off the King Boo fight. And I believe this is one of the only times you get to fight King Boo. I think there's maybe only one other time you actually fight him. If my
As in,
memory
like,
serves.
physical fisticuffs and shit?
Oh yeah, definitely. As far as actual Boo House boss fights go.
Oh, okay. Because there's the King Boo in Sunshine. But you're more fighting a slime.
Yeah, I mean in this game specifically. Obviously.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure if we do meet King Boo again elsewhere, but
No, I think this is the only time you fight him.
which is kind of a shame, really, because I think they could have maybe utilized him maybe once more, because they abused Reznor enough. Let's face it. You know, the 9-inch quadruple Triceratops nails cover band.
Yeah, just gonna have to compromise with, like, ghostly Reznors.
It's like, yo, we're Reznor. We're coming back for 9-inch nails. This is our next song, Bowser's Castle.
Go fuck yourself, St. Louis! I thought we were in Nottingham.
No, the secret is we're in Narnia.
Live from inside this dank closet, it's the Reznor 4! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Get out of my damn wardrobe!
Okay, what a jerk.
Alright, now we need to bring the P-switch over to here. And press that thing, which will open the real door that we need to go through. And the next level, I believe, is one of the first ice levels we actually encounter. Well, if you didn't go through Star Road at this point. This is like the first, like, normal level.
I do love the cavern, the icy cavern aesthetic. It's the glimmering background for me.
Oh yeah, that does definitely give it some points. I mean, as far as ice levels go, how did you find this one? Because honestly, ice levels are notorious for giving people a hard time because ice physics are wonky for most people. But I honestly didn't think the ice physics in this game were too bad, honestly.
They're not the worst. I think Mario 2 USA has that. Like,
Absolutely.
Most of the time, I often have Yoshi for this level, who I think has better traction. I think he's probably wearing cleats. But, no, this is not one of the worst. Mostly because you're jumping a lot in this level. You're barely on the ground.
Yeah, you do tend to jump a lot in comparison to a lot of other Mario games. But, you know, the physics are there that they're noticeable, but they're also predictable. I mean, it's kind of annoying that they're there all the same when you're kind of used to how Mario kind of operates. But, you know, it's something that's easy enough to overcome.
Yes.
So anyway, we've completed all of the secret exits now in World 2, so now we just gotta do the same in kind for World 3. Which ain't too difficult. It's only a couple of exits, and then we go back to World 4, which is actually where the majority of the levels are. Like, unless you go for the secret exit, there's only like 1 or 2 levels in World 4.
It's really weird because you break them up by worlds, and I never really do that in Mario World's case because the hub worlds just interconnect with each other.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that, but
Yeah.
I tend to segment them by worlds just because I tend to go by whichever one has a Bowser's Castle type arrangement.
Yeah, you use the fortress numbers
Yeah.
to identify the sections as such. Yeah, I understand that.
But I can definitely understand what you mean as well with the hub world being interconnected, so
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need to make the world association.
And the fact that the world itself doesn't label them as worlds as such, it's not like Mario 3.
Yeah, that one actually explicitly states them as worlds. Whereas with this one, it's all a bit more open.
Yes.
Yeah, one thing about the Koopas, when you put them out their shells, after a while, I don't think they do it all the time, but I think later on they actually start kicking the shells back at you if you try to kick them towards them. So that's something you got to be careful of.
I think they have to be facing the shell for them to kick it back at you.
Oh yeah, that too. But I mean, most people just think, oh yeah, I could just kick a shell at this guy, and then it's sort of like, he catches it, so it's like, wait, what? Boot! And then it
This
kills
ain't
him.
Mario 1, motherfucker.
It's like, we're not so defenseless now, are we?
And then for a quick moment, Mario was caught off guard.
It was at that moment that Mario knew. He done fucked up.
He fucked up.
Alright, we're gonna get another blue Yoshi here since it's like literally right next to us. And then we can proceed to the rest of the bridge world. And pay a visit to our good friend Ludwig. See, I don't understand why Ludwig got his own unique boss fight, but I guess it kind of saved them having to do a similar boss fight a third time.
Why? I didn't stop them with Mouser. Part 2 USA.
No, that's true.
I guess at that point they learned to say, you know, we should rack up the diversity, but not too much. If anything, that's why I can give credence to like the new Super Mario Brothers series for diversifying the Koopalings boss encounters.
Yeah, I completely forgot the Koopalings actually block you up there, so maybe the blue Yoshi wasn't the best idea to get for this stage specifically. But we can get another one if we need it. The spring pads I tend to have a bit of trouble with, because you think your natural instinct will be go right on the edge, you get the biggest jump, but sometimes they just all flop over and you just fall through them.
Yeah. And sometimes just timing the jump button to get the maximum height is finicky.
Yeah. So I tend to go towards the middle just to be on the safe side, and it usually gives you more than enough airtime.
Yeah.
Alrighty, where are we heading to next? Probably get another blue Yoshi just to be on the safe side. Honestly, the full stage is where I'm the most hazy, because I know what the levels are, I just don't know what order they come in. So we'll grab our blue friend here just to be on the safe side. Alright, so you've heard me say about how much trouble I've had with a bunch of different levels. So what levels would you say give you the most trouble?
Besides the obvious tubular and outrageous?
Yeah, I mean, there may be some not so obvious ones as well, so...
Well, assuming I'm not using the exploit in Soda Lake, I hate that level too because the torpedo Teds. Let me see. Bowser's Fortress in Bowser Land. Not the castle, but the fortress that leads to the back door.
Oh yeah, that level is incredibly challenging. Like, it's probably on the similar sort of lines to the Special World levels, honestly.
Yeah, it's the spike pillars. Well, they always terrify me, especially in this game.
Yeah, the big old spiky pillars. Those things frighten me to death. I was like, oh my god, what the hell are those things?
They're just missing, like, splatters of blood on the side to, like, really seal the deal of how much they're gonna fuck your day up, buddy.
Oh,
Walking
yes.
Dead's on tonight? Not by my watch, it's not.
Yeah, because they kind of... It's weird because they act like walls, except for, like, the very edges. So, like, you can literally be grazing the spikes and it won't do anything to you. But if you get caught right in the middle of them, you're crushed. But if you sort of, like, narrowly escape, you may be able to avoid getting crushed.
Yeah. I can do a quick update here, because X-Gamer Richie has posted this in the chat on what happened exactly to Kirby's Return to Dreamland last night and what's going on with Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. Return to Dreamland unfortunately had some issues, as in, I think it was Twitch was shit in the bed.
It
and all
was
that.
really shitting the bed. I mean, I was there for the majority of it, and...
Oh, okay. And unfortunately, we had to scrap that run because that was the original plan for that was 4-player local co-op. So Gareth and his buds were all they gathered around for that day to play the game, and they all like have their own schedules and days to go by, so they can't just immediately meet up again to redo it. So unfortunately, we had to scrap that. For Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, the one that's running that, Mexi, MBM, is unfortunately still ill, and we don't know how his condition is. Obviously, we don't want him to play the game if he's not feeling well. We don't want to do that to him. So that's all on him. We wish him the best regardless, but that's what's going on with Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. We wish for the best for Mexi.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're all about the mental health right now, but physical health is just as important.
I mean, nothing's stopping you from donating money to mine. You know, every little bit helps. And we have no problem, you know, entertaining you guys with live streams and all that. But we still have to look out for our health, too.
Both physical and mental.
Yes.
This level's a bit tricky, just because there's a lot of stuff coming at you from all directions, and you don't necessarily have a lot of room to maneuver. But it's not entirely impossible. Now, I'm not sure if this was mentioned in the instruction manual, but I think you might be able to help me out with this, Johnny, but does anywhere make any mention that you can use the D-pad up and down to change, like, your trajectory when you're swimming?
You know, I haven't read the Super Mario World manual in such a long time. I'm going to assume no, it doesn't tell you about that. It's just one of those things you discover for yourself when you instinctively hold directions on the D-pad while swimming.
I guess,
Which, by the way, like, do you ever find use of using the L and R triggers to shift the screen?
There is one or two levels I find that incredibly handy on. Roy's Castle's one of them because it makes the fireballs spawn earlier.
Yeah.
So they have a like higher likelihood of like bouncing just like underneath you as opposed to over the top of you. One of the third world levels with the flaming dinosaur thingies, you can also scroll the screen forward there as well, and that actually causes them to pop up before you actually pass them on the platform.
It does have its uses.
It has very limited use, but even with like the speedrunners and such, you only actually get them to utilize it once or twice. It's all about forcing the timings of particular hazards in a very certain way so that you can just sort of speed right through it. Like without actually having to sort of stop and wait for like platform cycles and all that malarkey.
Manipulating the system.
The system.
Oh, auto-scrollers. I don't know, I never find auto-scrollers very interesting.
Can we get the one up here? Yes!
Now I have 78 instead of 77.
65, actually.
Now I have 65 instead of 64.
Oh, no! If I knew I had 64, I probably would have made an effort not to pick up anymore.
That's not for another 5 years, Volk.
Oh well. We'll just have to keep going. Nope. Just got it. Yeah, for some of you who are new to sort of like my commentary, when I'm playing platforms and such, I'm very vocal.
Oh, I make all kinds of strange noises. You're not alone in that department, buddy.
It's not so much concentration, it's all like the...
Watch out, he might be summoning a spell. I think. Or he could be playing Mario World. They sound so alike.
It's like, help, I think Volk is speaking in tongue.
What does he say? I don't know, I don't speak Gruntanese.
It's like, no, it's okay, I'm just making an audition for a next Banjo-Kazooie voiceover.
That's your Animal Crossing character.
Exactly. No, you blue son of a bitch, how dare you? That's okay, we can just fly over it.
Yeah, we are less than a month away from Super Mario Maker coming out for the Wii U.
Oh, I'm so
you
getting
getting
that. Oh, I'm so getting that. I'm well into the sandboxy type stuff. And I just know I'm gonna have a ton of fun.
I don't plan on making levels, but I do plan on downloading whatever else has to offer.
Well, I'll have to see if I can make something for you then.
Okay, fine. just to be a link when you're done.
Will do. But yeah, I definitely plan on getting that. I like being able to make stuff. That's kind of like my jam. I like just being able to have full creative control over something, especially since it's something that I've kind of daydreamed about in the past. Like, oh, if only I can make my own Super Mario level. Now everybody gets that chance. Now, Ludwig's Castle itself, it isn't difficult, but there are a couple of tricky sections in there. Like this one coming right up where the walls are closing in on you. And the ceiling. Gotta hit the switch, send it back up. One thing that you can do is just wait for as long as possible to hit the switch. And that gives you the most amount of time possible to get yourself to the end of this section.
Yes.
I made the mistake once of pressing it as soon as possible. I got smushed.
Though I will say, there is something about having the cape feather equipped that makes me prone to not go as fast as I should be going.
Yeah, because obviously if you go too fast, you jump and you end up flying. That's why I tend to use the spin jump a lot, because you have some more control over what you're doing with that one, even though you'll get slightly more elevation than you would normally be used to. It's not like ridiculous, and you don't just completely lose control of what you're doing.
Yeah, and even though it requires me holding down the jump button to slow my descent, I still find myself zigzagging left and right when jumping with the cape feather, even though there's really no reason for me to take my time. It's just a simple jump, Mario. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's just because the cape messes with your momentum.
Yeah.
It's completely understandable why you would instinctively slow down, because you want to make sure that you're not going to overshoot it or jump too high and hit your head on something you shouldn't.
Well, it's better than it's better holding the button down than just constantly tapping the button like you do with the raccoon tail in Mario 3.
Yeah, because obviously you want to hold it down just in case you can get a bounce of something.
It's less work for your thumb.
Exactly. That's why I have the run button mapped to the shoulder button. It's much easier on a finger than it is on the thumb.
You have the run button mapped to the shoulder button?
Yep.
I never heard that before.
The Wii U Virtual Console lets you remap the buttons however you want.
Yeah. I understand that, but it's just I never heard anybody map the run button to a shoulder button. You're freaking me out, Bo.
It's just much easier because I have access to all the face buttons with my thumb, and I don't have to worry about sort of like putting my hand in weird ways to make sure I can hit run, jump, and fireball at the same time. With this, I can just keep my finger on the shoulder button and just worry about pressing one or two buttons.
That is one of my favorite castle sequences, is when the thing just takes off.
Send it into space, and then it hits one of the hills. I can't help but feel sorry for it though. It's just like, oh, it's got a little bandage on it.
Yeah, it's got a bandage. It's better than no bandage, where it gets disinfected and shit.
It's just like, I'll walk it off you, Mary Sue.
Nah, I'm the hero.
Alright, I don't think I'm going for the secret exit. No, wait, we do want the secret exit on this one.
I believe this one requires, if you don't have Yoshi or a cape feather, you have to utilize a pea balloon.
Or we can grab a blue shell. That works too, as long as we don't sort of run into anything. There we go. Oh! Then we eat the key, eat the key, and there we go. And that should take us to the real
Mario World.
Alright, there we go. So we got the secret exit for that one. I think we want to get the blue switch first though, so I think maybe we'll get the normal exit as well. Bloody Yoshi. How very day. There we go. Alright, so what is your fondest memory of this game? Like, was there a particular thing that you managed to do for, like, the first time, or just a way that you were able to run through a particular level that kind of stands out for you as, like, your most memorable moment of this game?
It's cliche, it sounds beating tubular for the first time.
Oh no, that is entirely understandable, don't worry about it.
It's I didn't use the blue Yoshi. I used the pea balloons exclusively, and
Alright, that's kind of how I did it at first, and then I realized. Yeah, apparently if you hit the caterpillars with a star, you actually get 2 1-ups instead of just a single one. I did not know that.
Yeah, there's 2 enemies, I guess. Which is weird. I know they're multi-segment, but you know.
Well, it's not really multi-segmented though, is the problem.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's just because they consider it a bigger threat. Or maybe it's just a glitch. We're thinking too hard about this.
Yeah, maybe so. Still, we've got 76 lives now, so that's always nice.
You gotta break 99, right?
Well, we can try. I don't think the game code will let us, however.
I'm not saying you're not trying hard enough. Come on, man. Why are you so satisfied with just playing by the rules?
Well, if I wasn't satisfied with playing by the rules, I would have learned how to do all the Yoshi glitches from like the underwater stages.
Oh, there's a way that you can manipulate the programming so that you can beat Mario World in like less than 5 minutes, utilizing how the game loads sprites.
Yeah, you literally just load the end screen.
Yeah.
Just instantly.
I beated the game. Yeah, you did. I guess.
I beat it, kinda. But yeah, my best memory was probably, I wouldn't say just Tubular, but I'd say just completing the whole of Star World in general. That was just like a big moment for me. Because I didn't really have any strategy guides or things like that, so I kinda had to make it over there with my own volition, and it took me a lot of nights to do it, but when I finally did, and seeing all like the Mass Coopers and such for the first time, that was a great moment for me.
It's not so much with level progression, but actually in the special world, discovering the hidden Mario World, Mario 1 theme in the special theme.
Oh yeah, I discovered that by accident because I kind of put it down to go to the bathroom, and then I came back and noticed the music changed.
That's
I was
exactly
just like, oh my god!
It's like it's Mario.
My 7-year-old mind was blown at that point.
It's the small things, but I do remember happening for the first time.
Alright, now we got one more Switch Palace. If we can do this without dying, I will have fulfilled my obligation. I still don't understand how you die in a Switch Palace though, I'm sorry.
Elliot's got the modern games checked out. I still go back to Island Noir playthrough. I love that shit.
Alright, can we get the jump? No, hold on. No, not quite. There's a speedrunner who plays this game a lot who manages to get a jump after he's hit the switch, so like ends up right at the top corner of the screen. I could do that a couple of times, but I was never able to replicate it in practice, unfortunately. Timing's a bit too weird.
For those that are just joining us for today's session of the Nintendothon, the reason why we started early is so that we can make sure nothing runs too late for today. The big thing that we have going on today is the Smash Tourney, and that requires a lot of people, and we want to make sure they're all not up at like 10 o'clock at night. It's bad enough that you guys in the UK are already in the evening, I believe. Yeah, it's about 7 p.m. BST over there right now. So, you know, it's bad enough that you guys will be up like around 3 or 4 in the morning running this stuff. And, you know, we over here on the west side are up until like 10 or 11 o'clock, and we all got our things to do the next day, so we really want to make sure we're not up too late.
Yep. I got 2 days of holiday time left to go, and then I'm back at work, unfortunately.
Oh, you're on vacation?
Yeah, I took a week off. Mostly because I like just having the time off during these events, just so then I can just be around and watch it and not have to worry about work the next day or whatever. And usually I have more than enough holiday time to spare for it, so usually I do. My holiday time went something like my birthday, my girlfriend's birthday, this event, MCM, and then I've got Christmas and New Year's off as well, because for some reason I somehow managed to get there before anybody else was even thinking about holidays. So I was like, yeah, just give me Christmas and New Year's off then. So I don't have to worry about the curse of Christmas retail, which is fantastic.
You know, I'm the odd man out when it comes to that. I actually never mind working Christmas retail, because all the festivities we do were on Christmas Eve. After that, you know, Christmas Day could be summed up as we open up our presents in the morning and then we're not doing anything for the rest of the day. Okay, well, during that day, I could definitely work my hours at retail, and since it's Christmas, I get double the pay.
Yeah.
That is a sweet paycheck. Now,
We don't actually get that though. We only get like double time for working Boxing Day, so it's rarely ever worth it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Consider me ignorant to how things work over there.
Yeah, usually when you work Sundays, you get your pay time and a half. But if you're working a bank holiday, which technically Boxing Day is, you get double time. There's no like triple time or like special. Oh, we'll give you like 200 quid straight up if you work this Boxing Day. Unfortunately, so it's rarely ever worth it. So I was like, you know what? I don't really fancy working it. I just like to be able to relax this time around. I mean, I'll work my shares for the run up until, but when Christmas comes along, I just want to be able to just sit back, relax, wrap people's presents up, maybe make some stuff just to cook, so it's all ready to go, and just really just take my time and enjoy it. So that's why I went for it this time. I've never actually had it like that before. Most of the time, people have already beaten me to the punch, but since this time around, I had an opportunity to actually get that time off before anybody else can even request it.
Yeah, I'm like that for Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving over here, because those are the time of the years where everybody gets together, and I'm not missing that for the world.
Definitely not. Also, having New Year's off is kind of okay, because it means you don't have to worry about how much you drink either. I mean, I'm not much of a drinker, but, you know, I like having the option to do so if I want to.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, we got a £2 donation from Oltaki or Oltaki. I keep forgetting to ask for an update on that. Hey Johnny, can I make a request to say your blue coin ran from your Sunshine review? Yes, it's justice for everyone. I also think the worst level to play in Super Mario World is the ice level in the Special World because there are pipes that block you away from flying over. What dicks?
Yeah, you can't actually fly over them, but you have to actually make sure you're well above the level.
Yeah, to the point where the graphic probably just ends. Anyway, if you guys are just joining us again, we do have a new incentive for today exclusively. We are having an homage to GDQ. The game's done quick, because I'm playing Super Metroid after this. We have the Kill or Save the Animals incentive going on, where you can choose, based on the amount of bids, whether or not I choose to save or ignore the animals at the end of the Super Metroid run. And right now, currently, Kill the Animals is leading by, well, it's at £55 right now, while Save the Animals is at £7.28.
We'll do it the normal way. I was trying to see if I could fly over to the top of the stage, kind of save a bit of time, but the game was not letting me have it, so I'm going to do it the regular way.
But we saw that shit you did in Funky, alright? You had your fun. Double teabags. People will retire with that kind of achievement under their belt.
Yeah, true. I'm really quite pleased with how that went, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Funky was one of the levels that usually gives me a bit of trouble, so it was really gratifying to sort of like get through it pretty much first time, whilst being able to show off the level while it was intended to be played on top of that. So, you know, I'm really pleased with that. I'm not sorry at all about Outrageous, because, trust me, you don't want to be sitting here for half an hour just for me to try and complete that thing. It just ain't happening.
Oh, okay, it's Altaki. Thank you very much.
Forest of Illusion 4. This is where you get the Lakitu trying to give you bait. It's like, hey, look at this juicy one-up. I'm sure you need it, right? Yeah, look at this nice extra life. It's really, really rare. Oh, no, I picked it up by accident.
What's that purple residue on the bottom? Grape juice?
Right, that's it. I'm stealing your cloud. I'm on the cloud, damn it. Hey, there we go. It's like the slowest thing in the goddamn universe, but it's somewhat gratifying just to sort of be like, yeah, stealing your ride. I mean, you just gotta do it out of principle more than anything else, really.
I mean, look at the face on the cloud.
It's like it's practically begging you. You can't just leave it hanging.
It wants you.
It's like, I am happy with this. You have freed me from my oppressive slave master.
The guy was a total jerk. He always double dipped his chips. He always took a penny, but never left a penny.
The fiend.
Yeah.
Alright, now this one here, if I can do this just right, you can actually fly over the goal without actually setting it off, and there's a few extra lives there. But if you leave them and actually get the goal anyway, I think you actually get more extra lives. At least that's the impression that I got when I tried it.
Yeah, if you do fly over this goal ring.
Yeah, so here we go. You could just pick up the free 1-ups as they are, but if you do that... Huh. Okay. For some reason it didn't work that time, but for some reason when I went behind the goal and did it that way without picking up the extra lives, it actually totaled up the extra lives as a 1-up and a free up. I think what I may have had to have done is try and see if I can get like an enemy to sort of get on the screen as well. I think that may have been what would have done it, but I just wanted to see if I could replicate it so I could figure out exactly what caused it to happen.
When I'm not flying over that auto-scroller, well, that's what it is pretty much essentially, one of my favorite things to do is just to, with the cape, juggle a Koopa shell repeatedly while on the moving platform, because it's pretty easy to do.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you get a score multiplier though by doing that.
No, I don't think you do. I think you just get the extra lives. This fortress is a bit finicky at the best of times.
In the worst of times, it just fucking sucks.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
Can have some fun with it though. Actually, there's a really fun part you can do with the sword blades on Wendy's castle. You can just literally dodge a platforming section just by bouncing up a sword blade.
You know, I have never attempted this fortress with all the switch blocks and not turned on.
No, me neither. It's just not worth it.
Well, I just don't know what it's like.
Nah, I mean, you just sort of think to yourself, right, I don't want to take my chances with this one.
Yeah, it's like, well, why do I hate myself?
It's like, this isn't me. I don't hate myself. I like me.
How far have I fallen?
Alright, now we can get a cape feather from here. But yeah, once you've actually played it a few times, it's actually not as bad as it could be. It's just sometimes you get surprised by like a sword blade respawning. And for some reason, it does give you the impression you can carry on over here. But I've tried it, and I don't think there's actually anything past there. At least I've died before I've actually found anything. Can I get the last guy? Oh, just about. There's actually a really, really quick way you can get Resonor, but I never actually was able to do it. I tried practicing it specifically, but I can never get the timing right, so I just thought, okay, I'll try it the traditional way, take my time with it. Yeah, not go for anything flashy.
Okay, Unholy Knight 21 has clarified that the fortress without the switch blocks is a pain in the ass.
Not hard to imagine. Actually, the baiting Lakitu kind of reminds me of another enemy who's a bit of a dickhead. It's actually the Ghost Lakitu.
The one that carries the flame.
Yeah, it's just like, look at this nice juicy flame.
Yeah, don't you?
I heard from my brother you didn't like the 1-up, so I'm sure you'll like this much more.
With this mushroom is currently well done. It's still sort of on fire, actually. You'll love it.
We take blue to a whole other level. Blue flames.
So how do you like your mushroom? Medium, medium well, well done, or still on fucking fire? I heard you like the latter. So, come on, shout out.
Ah, take that, cloud soaring son of a bitch. No charging chuck. How dare you. And then that should take us back to the underwater level. And then we need to do the normal exit in the Boo Castle. And that will give us another exit. Then we've got to get the secret exit at number 3, and that will take us to Roy's Castle. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the advantage to get a cape here, and then we'll head back to Boo. Hello, Charging Chuck Godfrey. What an asshole!
Speaking of my review channel, those who that are joining us here that are a fan of my main channel, I do appreciate your patience. I realize it's been it'll be 3 weeks this coming Wednesday or Thursday, I think, that I posted the next review. So I plan on having the next video done by Tuesday, and then, well, Tuesday evening, Eastern Standard Time. Then when that's all said and done, I will begin to focus on some modern games before I decide on the next marathon. I'm gonna do some Batman Arkham Knight, Splatoon, anything else that comes to mind for the matter, for the time being, and yeah, all this good stuff. And I do appreciate you guys waiting on me, because it's been quite a busy 2 weeks.
That's not even the least of it. Especially for you, because you've done a lot of runs. Alright then. So with this one, to get the normal exit, it seems odd because you think the secret exit would be further away, but for some reason it's actually the closest one on this one. So you actually have to carry on right towards the end here, and then that is your normal exit. And you also get free 1-ups. Because, you know, we need more 1-ups. Clearly. I mean, 82 isn't enough. Alrighty. Alright, so that's all of the exits bar this one. And then we'll be on to Choco Island, which has some very, very interesting mechanics involved with it.
Also deceptively misnamed when you go for the autumn change.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Green. It gets mint chocolate.
It's minty. Always gone horribly off.
Yeah.
He's just got on the island. Are you sure this is fresh?
I think.
Trust me, my father is the Belgian master chocolatier. He knows what he's doing, yeah?
It's fresh. It kept on our 7.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Bomb just floated by and just completely destroyed my jump trajectory. That's okay, it's not as if we have like 81 extra lives to go off with.
81 lives later.
I
have no lives left!
Who could have predicted this? Alright, I'm gonna wait for you this time. Just make sure you just can't dick me over like you did before. It's not this pipe, it's the next one. Let's just charge our way over. Oh, hello, charging Chuck. Chuck a thing at you. Yeah, these apple-looking guys are actually Goombas. I did not know this at first. I thought there was just like some kind of Chinese bootleg Goomba. Like they couldn't get the shape right or anything.
So I think they would later rename them to something else, because they're not your traditional Goombas where one stomp kills them.
No.
I want to say Gloombas? Or something like that. Was it?
Bloomba! My original Mario Bros. Fan character. Alright, Roy's Castle. This was the one where I took a swan dive directly into lava during my practice run. And that was only because I was going to try and see if I can fly through the entirety of this section.
Luigi,
and whilst we're there, let's just show this off. So what I've done is I've scrolled the screen so that it's further in front of me. And what that will do is cause the fireballs to spawn at a different time from what they normally would. And as a result, they shouldn't end up on top of our platform, they should end up underneath it. Which makes things a little bit easier, you know, a little bit more leisurely, you don't have to worry about dodging fireballs as much.
Yeah.
Eventually the screen orients itself correctly though. I'm not entirely sure what causes that. I don't actually use this button or feature as much as I would like to. But I'm going to assume that it's when you scroll the screen forward a particular way, it resets back to normal eventually.
Or when you reach a boundary.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, what the game considers a boundary. Oh, I'm just talking out of my ass though. I'm not going to pretend I know what the hell I'm saying.
Oh no, don't worry, me neither. I can only make a guess as exactly how this stuff works.
I can only hope to God that I am right.
Alright. Go past this guy. That guy. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a Fireflower for Roy, which would make this a lot easier, but you get to see exactly how this particular fight maybe works out. It depends if we actually kill him. He does have some very stylish sunglasses, though. So yeah, what will normally happen is that the walls gradually close inwards, which is how they make that particular fight harder compared to the second one. Morty, I think? Yeah, Morty. So they gradually close the walls in to sort of give you less room to actually attack him.
Which doesn't really mean anything.
No, especially if you have the Fireflower, otherwise you can just go blip blip, bounce, and he's dead.
Blip, blip, boom.
Oh,
Get wrecked, scrub.
I like this one as well. Yeah, Castle 4 and Castle 5 have my favorite death animations.
Oh, we have a £50 donation from Will. Gotta
Will?
make Killer Save the Animals competitive, so put this towards Save the Animals.
Oh, he's got Jonathan Reinhardt's number now.
Yeah.
How are we doing on that, by the way? Do we have a
Uh,
count as to what we got for both sides yet?
As soon as I update the tally.
Oh,
Alright.
these freaking dinos, man. They're the cutest goddamn things on the planet.
So right now, Kill the Animals is at £55, while Save the Animals is now beating it at £57 and 28 pence.
Ooh, that's competitive.
Competitive pricing, only here at the Nintendothon. We'll match any price.
Yes, even that one. The funny thing is, you can interpret that in loads of different ways.
Yeah. And in terms of the donation total, the amount you guys managed to raise thus far, because we're still not done yet, is £11,467 and 31 pence.
That is a lot of moolah.
Oh, that
Thank
is-
you very, 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 very much to everybody who has donated,
Yeah.
viewed, shared the stream around, etc., etc. You guys are the real heroes of this stream.
Yeah, and just because the official ending of the Nintendothon is today, does not mean we're not accepting donations during the incentive block. We still are. Everything officially comes to a close as soon as I get the last Shine Sprite, or as soon as I beat Mario Sunshine 100% on Wednesday. So please, even if you can't donate any money, spreading the word helps. If you're on Twitter, we appreciate you use the hashtag Nintendothon. It just helps keeps things all nice and tidy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, maybe.
Vine.
Yeah, fine. Make 6
Imga.
7-second Nintendothon plugs.
You can share it just about any damn where.
Pretty much.
Alright, this is where the Ghost Lakitu lives, or in other words, Asshole Enemy number 3, as he is also known. This is where I like to use the spin jump a lot. It's not quite as high jumping, so you can sort of plan out your jumps a bit better. And also you'll bounce off things, so like the other ghosty geezers, like ghost dinos? I'm not entirely sure what those are called. Eries or... Oh, goddammit. Give me back my damn mushroom. Oh, no, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. There we go, right. Oh, I remember how to get through this one. Alright, we gotta take these guys with us. These boos are very, very important.
In order to beat it, you must reject all physical needs.
No food,
Yeah.
no water.
You must cleanse yourself of all doubt. And I guess material needs.
Alright, this is where it gets a bit weird. Oh, nope, I had it. Nope. Nope, shit. I had it, then I lost it, and then I almost died. I always had to call for a picnic. Oh, apparently there is a Big Hero 6 world, and the chat is losing their proverbial shit, and maybe in some cases literally.
Oh, is that Kingdom Hearts 3 thing happening right now?
Yep, apparently so.
Apparently, I gotta keep an eye on Twitter. I'd like to learn more about that, yeah.
Alright, now this is a very weird level, because where you actually end up depends on your timer, and also how many coins you collected in the level. So, in other words, you gotta speedrun this thing if you want to get the secret exit. And you actually have to take your time if you want to get the regular exit.
Yeah.
And pick up a few coins as well. And I just died. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's try that again. This time with less death. But yeah, I was saying before, goddamn dino rhinos are the cutest damn things ever. One thing I don't understand though is why they turn into smaller ones when you jump on them.
Yeah.
It's just like boot, and it's just like, wait, I'm tiny now for some reason.
Like, what happened? Oh, this is what Mario feels, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I reckon they're just the dinos with super mushrooms. That's the only thing I can think of that would explain it. This level's a bit tricky because, you know, platforming is not too difficult, but slanty platforms, like, my god. Like, you will literally slip and slide everywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, and then if we go from here, this is where we get the charging chucks throwing baseballs at us. If we keep to the top here, there we go, and boom! Chocolate Island's a bit of a troll as well, because a lot of the exits will just take you around in a big-ass circle, and you don't actually go anywhere.
Thank you so much for wasting my time.
Alright, this level's a bit tricky, just because right at the beginning, you got a very, very difficult jump to make. You gotta try and get this jump just right. Very little room for error on that one.
The chocolate secret.
And this is where the chucks get to play.
The fucking internet has ruined this level for me. It's just the name.
Chocolate secret.
Chocolate secret.
It's like, hey baby, you wanna know why they call me chocolate secret?
Is that you, Mark Henry? No, that's sexual chocolate.
He hasn't gone by that name in a long ass time.
No. Now he's just like the world's strongest man.
The world's blandest man.
I like sexual chocolate better.
It was so inappropriate, but it was just like one of those times where the WWF/WWE didn't really give any shits. They just went with it.
Yeah.
Alright, now this level's a bit tricky, just because rugby balls are a bit weird in how they fire, for lack of a better word. And you can't always predict them correctly. On the plus side, I'm not failing the first jump, so, you know, that's some progress being made. Oh, nope. No! Ah, there we go. Have some of that. Oh, nope. See what I mean? Sometimes they just bounce to, like, the stratosphere. And other times, they just sort of don't do anything at all. It's the amazing flying hammer blowers, here for one night only. Grab your tickets now for $5.
But I only have $4. $5!
No negotiating! Oh, this bit's pretty fun. Just get to slide all the way down. You have to make the occasional jump though. So they kind of put a twist on it. So it's like slip and slide, and then you got to jump over this bit to avoid the spiky things. And you slide down this bit, jump again to avoid the spiky things, and then you jump down here. And then you get to the pipe. And this is where your favourite part comes, Johnny, because we get to meet our good friend Charging Chuck. And all 25 of his brothers and sisters.
Charging Mary, charging George, charging George II.
Charging Gertrude.
Yeah, he's the odd one of the bunch. But the
Running Ronnie. He's like the he's like the he's the bastard child of the litter.
Yeah. Oh, we got more donations. 20 pounds from Jonathan Reinhardt. Save animals. No.
Like, no.
Just no. Okay. And we got 5 pounds.
Simple and to the point.
110. I'd like to say that if they didn't want the animals to be killed, then they shouldn't have made it an option then. Anyway, love you, love the charity, and love drawing fan art. Is this the same hero art that's been making all those posts on Twitter with the fan art?
Yes, I do believe it is.
Oh, dude, fantastic work, buddy. You've been
Excellent.
really putting it out there for the entire 2 weeks. Not just you, like everybody else that's contributed fan work, whether like actual drawings or just dank memes. Whenever FTC Arts took control of the damn channel, you guys all been doing phenomenal work. You gave us a bunch of laughs throughout the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Some of the tweets in particular have given me some godly amounts of entertainment. It's been nothing short of amazing, and we can't thank you enough for it, really. Alright, how the hell do we... Oh, we gotta use the spring. There we go. Right. Now, for this one, we need to make sure the timer goes down enough so that we don't get sent back to the place where we were previously. So, we're gonna wait until about 250, I think, would be a good place to go. Tell you what, we'll wait this little dino dude here. So, show him who's boss. Alright, there we go. Now if we go in... Oh no, we're in the same place apparently. Okay. I think as long as we take our time here... Oh my god! I couldn't press start select at the right time. Because that's actually a thing you can do. You can just press start and select and it'll sort of teleport you back.
Yeah.
And obviously you can do that just at the peak of death. gonna try and collect more coins and see if that maybe helps the situation.
You have those deaths where sometimes it looks like you just ran off a fucking ledge.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta happen at some point.
Yeah, it's like one of those, I swear to God I jumped.
And the game disagrees. It's like, no,
yeah, it's like, no, you did not.
Alright. Oh, great. Another spring on a one block wide thing. My goddamn favorite. Oh my god, dinos. We'll just eat these damn things whole. Yoshi is not a fussy eater, to say the least. He'll eat just about anything on legs. And also without legs.
But not that long legs. Fuck those things. There's too many legs.
There's too many legs to consume. And this is the mushroom land. This is where you can get more mushrooms than you know what to physically do with. Yeah, that kind of plays on the theory a bit about the dino rhinos. All of those mushrooms are going towards, like, the nest of the dino rhinos.
What?
And they're all getting eaten, and then they turn into the super dino rhinos.
Oh.
This is where you can get a lot of extra lives if you're clever about it, but we don't need to.
No.
Also, I don't feel like being clever.
I don't know, you only have 83.
Yeah, we could do with a few more, just to be sure.
Yeah, but I want 84.
84, damn it. It's the only number I'll ever be satisfied with. Alright, how's this level go again? Oh, I remember you. This is the one where the two exits are very, very close by each other. And one of them you have to use the cape in order to get to.
So apparently for the Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff that was going on while we're running this, they only mentioned that Big Hero 6 World was a thing, and that's about it.
Oh, fair enough.
No release date, nothing of the sort. I think
Well,
we
there's still
probably
that theory about the release date being teased in the E3 trailer.
people I think are waiting for TGS, the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh yeah, that'll probably be where they... If they were going to do it, that would be when they would, honestly.
Yeah.
If there was ever a time and a place, that would be it. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to take the other exit first, since we have Yoshi with us. Get a few more extra lives. Alright, we're about 2 hours into the run now, and we've probably passed the 70 exit mark at this point.
Yeah, we're more than halfway done the game by now.
Yep, after this it's the Valley of Bowser, which will no doubt give us some trouble. Or at least try to make a statement. It's like, you didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Excuse me, sir!
I heard you find these secret exits a bit too easy. Well, let's just put a fix to that, shall we? See how you like manipulating coin lines and keeping Yoshi for the rest of the stage, rather than just abandoning him for extra jump height, you heartless bastard. You know, for me having problems with these sort of like one-block jumps, I'm certainly hitting a lot of them on the mark this time around. Oh yeah, another thing I should probably mention is that the green star block, you find them on a few levels around the game, but if you can collect 30 coins during the level and then hit that green block, you'll actually get an extra life. If you get less than 30, you'll just get a regular coin.
Double painful if you had 29 coins and that one was your last one.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, damn it, so close.
Yeah, let me tease you.
Although, to be fair, that pipe secret we went into, it does give you a hell of a lot of coins, so as long as you go through there, you're pretty much set. Fucking fireballs. What do you think this is? Super Mario 1? Before we're done with this fireball bullshit.
Was it like Mario to you? Fucking please.
Ah, here we go. Alright, I already got through that section without too much trouble. Now, this is where having all the switches also comes in handy, because a lot of the precarious platformers become a lot easier thanks to getting some of these damn things.
Yeah, Mario is definitely one of those platforms that reward you for going out of your way to unlock more levels.
Yep, definitely. Alright, let's get this cape as well, just to keep us double stocked. Clearly we needed it because I just lost it immediately. Now, the hardest part in this is not the thwomps, it's the thwips.
Those little pieces of shit?
Yeah, really. I mean, like, there's a section coming up in just a second that is literally just 4 thwips, and the jumping pattern changes depending on when you actually found them. I mean, it wouldn't be annoying if it weren't for that fact. Let's just put it that way. Alright, let's just get you here. And there you go. Since we got the blue switches, that form can't do anything to us. It just has to be frustrated until the end of time. It's like, I'm trapped here forever, damn you! Why did you get that switch secret?
Why did Bowser put me here if the blocks were already here to begin with?
And there we go. We got our favorite dinosaur-based 9 Inch Nails cover band here. Once again. Now for this one, since we missed one of the platforms, we're gonna need to do a tricky jump.
Is this also the only time where the boss door is brown instead of red?
I think so.
Why does Chocolate World or Chocolate Island get its own door?
I have no idea, honestly. Maybe it was like one of those times where they sort of wanted to change things up a little bit. Because, I mean, they do a lot of different things in this. So, you've got, like, the level that changes depending on what time you actually hit exits and such. They try out a lot of different things on Chocolate Island in particular. Alright, this one's a fairly straightforward level. There's no secret exits. A few bits of sideways platforming. We also get to meet one of our favorite enemies, the giant mole. Coolest cat on all the block.
Oh yeah, he's wearing sunglasses.
Yep. This is also another level where getting the switches comes in handy as well, because a lot of the awkward, like, pitfalls and potential deaths, I guess, for lack of a better word, would be completely negated. Yeah, because chocolate is lava, apparently. As I just demonstrated, purely deliberately, of course.
It could be chocolate, Mountain Dew, Kool-Aid. If it's boiling hot, it's boiling hot. I mean,
it's the hottest of hot chocolates.
Yes. Yes, it is. And I want some.
Oh, I'll totally go for that as well. Actually, where I live, there's actually a chocolate emporium, which is literally a shop that's just completely made with just, like, homemade chocolate, and they also have a chocolate museum and a cafe that just sells like hot chocolates and things like that. It's a pretty amazing place, in all honesty.
It's like a bootleg copy of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Emporium.
It's like, pretty much. It's like Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Chocolate Emporium.
Wait a minute.
Alright, we're now on 88 lives. We're nearly at the cap. Strangely enough, we haven't found our good friend giant-ass Monty Mole. Oh, there they are. There you go. See, isn't that just the coolest motherfucker you've ever seen?
Don't you deny it.
Don't you dare deny it. Alright, now where the hell am I?
Yo, you're playing Mario World.
I mean, relative to the level I'm on, I wanted to make sure I didn't go to another pitfall and just get my ass burned on lava chocolate again. I just like how okay with just falling into the lava that mole was. It was just like, you know what, I'm okay with this. He's very accepting of the situation he found himself put in. Oh, nope, I should not have done that. God damn it. It's like my mind processed way too late. I made a terrible mistake. For some reason, my bird is trying to make its presence known here.
We have 5 pounds for SNES rules. Hell yeah. This was a fantastic marathon, and I can't wait for the 100% run of sunshine. Good luck with the pachinko, Johnny. Put this towards runner's choice.
Oh, the pachinko. That's gonna be an awkward one.
Yeah, it will be. You got 5 pounds there to put where you want. So, are you for save or kill the animals?
Save or kill? Let's go with save.
Okay.
I'll keep it on save for any runner's choice things.
Okay, make note of that.
Just to make it interesting. It's totally not trying to get Jonathan Reinhardt to give us more money to try and kill them.
No, you mean you want to do that? We got 10 pounds from Roy Havingstone. This marathon has been a blast so far, and I'd be happy to donate to mine. Please, save the animals.
Please,
Okay.
for the love of God, save them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed the charging chucks in a second. We're gonna get our own little entourage giving us a round of applause. Totally not trying to dick us over at the end of the level, no.
Honestly, they're not even mad, they're impressed.
Alright, we have hit 90 extra lives now. Just 9 more to go to hit the cap. Not sure if we'll get there. I mean, these last few levels tend to be the trickiest ones of the lot, so... we'll have to see. There is a spike literally in my ass, and I didn't even feel it.
How did that get there? Who put this spike on my ass? Was it you, Yoshi?
It's like, can't be me, I'm outside the goddamn castle! Haven't bothered to bring me in here in your little goddamn excursions.
Dry bones, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I overshot it a bit there. Alright, now this is where we can do that little platforming trick I was telling you about earlier. Da-da-da. And here's where the spiky things have approximately this much enough with your shit. And they're just gonna go super duper fast now. But if you think that's bad, just wait until the Valley of Bowser Fortress. That one kicks it into high gear.
A little too much, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I guess they could be looked at as studded dildos. God, I lost the guy's name here. Mega Shockman. There you go.
Now this is kind of a neat little platforming section actually, with the little sparky guys. It's not too difficult, but at the same time it's interesting enough. I thought honestly when the platform disappeared, I'll just go with it. I've never actually stayed on that platform for that long before.
And quite frankly, I'm never going to do it again.
Pretty much. Well, we got through that pretty well actually, so on to Wendy. The easier of the stages that follow this kind of thing.
Again, because they flatline the pipes, and they think to compensate for that they add 2 fireballs, which, no, that doesn't actually make it any challenging.
Well, it doesn't make it any more difficult.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of plan around them a bit easier. Like even now, I wasn't even paying much attention to the fireballs. I got hit twice and I still managed to do it. Whereas with Lenny, I could be like jumping in towards him and suddenly the fireball would bounce in just the right way to just sort of shrink me, and then, of course, I don't get my hit. We're going to go on a bit of cleanup duty now. Giant mop.
I always found that one the most confusing.
Yeah, me too,
Like,
honestly.
it's like, okay, just mop the castle away. Oh, whatever, because I saw one take off like a rocket earlier, so...
That makes up for it.
Yeah, you're
Just
free
like-
to do what you want, Mario.
Yeah, pretty much. Although they did kind of sort of follow it up really nicely with just like the dud, and then blowing up in your face. So here we go. Sunken Ghost Ship. This is a bit of a weird level.
Oh, it's an homage to Mario 3.
Oh yeah, definitely, but it's more like in the section coming up where you have like the booze just sort of spontaneously appear in front of you. It makes it a bit tricky. And also you get the Birdie Bills. I forget their official name.
Kind of makes you wonder where all the other airships are. The ones that Mario thwarted.
Probably elsewhere in the Mushroom Kingdom.
And one was converted into a playground.
Just like an adventure trail or something. Yeah, this level's a bit weird because you can't always predict when a ghosts are going to appear, so you kind of have to take your time.
Yeah, I find swimming in the center
Damn it.
the safest route.
Damn
Gives
ghosts.
you the most time to react.
I mean, it's not bad. It's
No, it's certainly not.
just it's a tricky kind of challenge. Like, it's sort of just right, but at the same time, you've got to be really, really careful. And on another note, it's not really easy to predict if it's even predictable at all. You can't just sort of like go in there with some kind of specific plan in mind. You kind of just have to wing it as you go. I'm sure the speedrunners know exactly what they're doing on this section. Who knows, maybe I'll one day find out exactly what it is that sets off these boos the way they do.
Okay, we got an additional £1 donation from Taki. For future reference, Johnny, please call me Taki. Yeah, you see, I did.
Wait.
My late best friend forever killed with that, Dave. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bless her heart. Also put my £2 in this donation for Save the Animals. By the way, I find it funny how you forgot my gender, even though we met twice at too many games. I can beat you twice, but gender often is the first thing I forget. Anyway, let's go for a triple meetup next year.
Go for the triple.
Go, yeah. Oh, baby, a triple.
Yeah, I have to make sure if I ever visit the US, I have to time it for like one of these things, just so I can meet some of you guys.
Yeah, well, too many games is usually at the end of June, if that helps.
Okay. I've been meaning to make a point to actually just like visit the US at some point, and that'd be sort of like a nice way to kind of make a reason to go.
Yeah.
Think of a couple of other things as well, maybe.
We got a £5 donation from Jason. Charity is the best reason to watch my favorite game played by my favorite friend, and since I hear Pazoo calling out, put this through Saving the Animals.
Yeah, that is my best friend, Jason Parsons there. He is an incredibly good friend of mine.
Oh,
Couldn't ask for a better bud.
Well, thank you very much for donating, Jason!
And yes, for those of you who don't know, Pazu is the name of my bird who you may have heard a few minutes ago. My girlfriend came in to grab some stuff from the bedroom.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep, that is my bird.
What kind of bird is it?
It's a green-cheeked conner, so for those of you who don't know bird breeds, basically it's the same breed of bird Jontron has.
Oh, okay.
Here we go, we get to see more of the cool moles. And we are in the last area of the game, the Valley of Bowser. Which also means we're probably about 88 exits, by my estimate.
Alrighty then.
Just look at these guys. Oh, god damn it! The unexpected turn. Alright, let's try that again. This time we'll pay a little bit less attention to how the moles look. Save that for the chat. Now, I'm sure I could just wait for them, but the problem is I'm a little bit impatient. So, I tend to make the tricky jump. Alright. Oh, no, wait, you're not done yet. Oi, get back here! Don't leave your work half... God damn it. See, this is what happens. He leaves his work half done and he's just like, I'm gonna get in now.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You sneaky bastard.
That's you.
It's like, well played, sir.
You play chess too, it looks like.
Alright, let's try going the top way this time. Maybe it's a little bit safer. There we go, we're gonna hit it right on this guy. Cheers, buddy! And 3 ups, so that kind of makes up for the 2 deaths we had earlier.
You know, the giant Monty Moles are one of those enemies that are so passive, you can't even tell if they're a legitimate threat or not.
Well, they do kind of hurt you if they run into you.
Yeah, I know.
You can't kill them yourself. I think you can eat them with Yoshi, which surprises me. It's just like Yoshi eating... What? How dare you? What?
Frankly, I am insulted.
No. You'll see it in a second. One of the charging chucks just decides to do like one of the douchiest things imaginable.
That often means he jumps at you.
Oh no, it's not the jumping at me. It's the way that he jumps.
Oh yeah, that was really weird.
So doesn't even break the damn blocks.
Yeah, it's like the blocks are the enemy.
Alright, Valley of Bowser 2.
It's not a matter of proving his masculinity, it's about killing the Mario.
Oh yeah, this level. This is where you get the sneaky bird bastards.
I don't think that's their actual name, so let me check the credits. Oh, look at that, sneaky bird bastards.
Oh, what do you know? You're right all along. Alright, we're probably going to get the normal exit for this area first, provided we don't die too much. We'll get the secret exit for when we head towards Bowser himself.
Okay, let me just do a quick update on the Save or Kill the Animals. Kill the Animals is currently at 75 pounds, while Save the Animals is at 80 pounds and 28 pence.
Ooh.
Neck and neck. But we're just beginning. Super Metroid hasn't even started yet, but that is coming up immediately after Mario World.
Yeah, so if you want the save or kill, you better get those donations in. Because we are on the final stage, and it could end anywhere between the next half hour or an hour. Oh, here's something you might not know. Hold on.
Mario is a plumber.
No, there's a block that's hidden right up here. And there's a cape in there. So, if you're looking for a quick power-up, that would be where you would get it from.
Not that a power-up will save you in this section anyway, considering...
You'll get crushed.
Yeah.
Or you'll make it. There is no middle ground here. But although there's the stress of getting crushed, this is actually one of the calmer sections. Just sort of take your time with it.
Yeah, that I don't think that the constant threat of instant death is enough to make me lose my mind in one or two instances. I also think it's possible. I think I've seen a few speedrunners do this. They clip through the boundary of the crushing walls so that they can just run underneath everything.
Oh yes, I do remember.
It's quite spectacular.
I do vaguely remember that. Yes.
Yeah, but I do believe it was this level where I was hugging up against the wall while waiting for the wall itself to move so I can go, and Mario just straight up died.
Huh.
And I don't do that ever again.
You see that at one point I just completely wing it and go for like one half of it pretty much instantly.
Yeah.
Alright, for those of you who want to know, the secret exit is actually up here. Actually, we got up here, we may as well get it. There we go. Boom. And that one you don't actually know about until, like, either you look it up or you just try absolutely everything, because you can't actually see, like, the key or the keyhole anywhere in advance. You actually have to have the presence of mind to try going behind there.
But I believe we're after this exit. Okay, so after this, the secret exit, are you going to? Well, not the secret exit, the normal exit. Are you going to the Valley of Bowser Fortress, or are you?
Nope, not yet. There's still a few exits we need to get after that.
Okay.
The little figure of 8 thing that we got going on, and the Boo secret, which will be a tricky one, but hopefully I have a strategy in mind for that one, which will make it a little bit easier.
Putting off that Valley of Bowser Fortress as long as you can, huh?
No, will you do that one last, because what we want to do is we want to end on the back door.
Oh,
and then
okay,
that way we can go straight to Bowser.
Gotcha. I want to save on time.
Well, I'm sure you'd probably do it faster if you just went straight to Bowser at this point, but it's more the point that once you get all those exits, it's kind of the best way to go, just because you don't have to worry about doing the numbered doors or anything like that. You just go straight there, basically.
Yep, a back door that Bowser installed into his castle.
Well, to be fair, he wasn't expecting you to find a secret here. I mean, he hit this one pretty well.
Just
to him.
bar it up. You know, if you look at the hub world, you see Bowser floating ominously above his castle. He's got to be able to see Mario from there. It says, "Oh shit, Mario's on his way, and I got a back door that leads right to my fortress. I should probably close that thing up." But he doesn't.
Yeah, but the thing is, why can't you just do that for all the castles? And the answer to that question is, you know when Mario looks up before the door opens? This is him giving like the Puss in Boots cute look to try and get the guard at the door to let him in.
Oh, I can't.
And it works every single time.
I cannot deny those puppy dog guys.
It's like, why did you let Mario in there? I couldn't help it, Bowser. He would look too cute.
Yeah, he's so adorable, thinking he's gonna win this battle. He's gonna win that battle if you keep doing that shit.
Can I cape this guy? Alright, you can apparently cape the big-ass moles. Unfortunately, I think I may have boxed myself in.
Well, like
oh, no.
mine?
I just had to stop spin jumping. I keep forgetting the spin jump is like one full block shorter.
You want to talk about some things I keep forgetting to remember is that sometimes it's especially glaring if you played New Super Mario Brothers Wii or U, and then going back to an old Mario game. I sometimes finding myself shaking the controller thinking I'll get some extra distance in midair when it actually doesn't do anything.
Alright, we're gonna try and get the secret exit for this one. Maybe a bit tricky because it's a weird exit to get normally, but not entirely impossible. And I think what we might be able to do here, so if I take the P-switch with me as a failsafe, and we'll just leave that up here, what we might be able to do here, not that, hold on, we need to get the boost slightly higher up so that I can get a clean run and jump. And then I wasn't expecting that to work, but it'll make more sense when you actually see it.
You just got power for the next Frieza fight.
Oh no, you'll see what I do in a second.
Oh, I got a feeling what you did. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you were doing. You know,
this hole was meant for me!
Yeah.
Dur, dur, dur.
This isn't even my final form.
I went Super Saiyan 3 trying to go into that gap.
And you weren't even a Super Saiyan to start with. You just
Show me to Beerus!
Yeah. Bring it on, Beerus.
Alright, it's the third door for the normal exit. And there we go, that is the Boo Hut done. The final one of this run. It's a good thing I got a chat that will actually get that reference. Alright, Valley of Bowser number 3. No secret exit on this one.
Thank God.
Just good old platformy goodness. With numbers on the platform for some reason. Not quite sure how that one gets explained, but apparently there are numbers on the platforms.
Dreadful machinations.
Why did they put
Game
numbers on the
Bowser.
platforms anyway? It makes no damn sense. What the hell are these numbers doing here? I think Bowser needs a bit of a assist designer because his castles are pretty shit.
His castles are pretty shit. His castles are pretty shit. His castles are pretty shit. The castles are shit, 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 shit. Castles are pretty shit. His castles are pretty shit. His castles are pretty shit. Oh my God, they're shit.
Love it. Then Bowser to go get child support. Princess he said no and banished him to hell. I ain't paying for your pesky kids. You go straight to hell, you piece of shit. Alright, let me think here how many exits we got.
Apparently I was on key with the delayed chat.
That's pretty impressive if you did.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I totally did that on purpose.
Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 exits left we need to get. And Valley of Bowser 4 is by far the most notoriously difficult. But hopefully we can get it. I practice this level a little bit. Can't say a lot, because I've only actually played through this level as many times as I needed to. Go up here.
Oh yeah, boulder tossing, charging chucks, because boulder tossing is a sport.
Participating in the world's strongest man for the first time.
Yes. Sexual charging chuck. Sexual
Chuck.
It's Chuck.
Chuck Henry. Now the good thing is you can actually eat the boulders.
You know, you say that. That actually sounds like a pretty badass name.
Yeah, it really does. Like, you laugh now, but...
Yeah. You'll be the next detective. Chuck Henry.
You'll be the next superstar.
I thought I was a wrestler. No!
Alright, now we need to go... Oh, god damn it, I missed him. You need to hit that Cooper just the right way. Alright, so we definitely won't be able to get the secret exit now, unfortunately. But we can still get the regular exit, which will take us to Lemmy's castle. I'm actually used to sort of speedrunning this bit whilst I'm tiny. Sorry about that, I missed my words a little bit.
Well, it's like you're playing a game and commentating at the same time.
I know, but I like to try and maintain some level of professionalism where I can. 40! We haven't seen a 50 yet, though, is the only problem. Tell you what, I think that might be a sign I need a drink.
Bottoms up.
Down ye old hatch. Alright.
I think I can count the number of times I've ever gotten a 50 on one hand.
I think I'm pretty much the same, honestly. I got it once during practice and once when I first started playing the game again for the Nintendothon, just to sort of get used to what everything was.
According to Taki, 50 points on the goalpost is only on the GBA version.
Really? I could have swore I got a 50 at one point here.
To answer someone else's question I saw in the chat, yeah, I have played the Game Boy Advance version of Mario World. It's not bad, you know, it's definitely a decent handheld port of Mario World. It's just that
it holds itself very well.
Yeah.
Like, compared to a lot of ports like Sonic Genesis, for instance.
Yeah, but that's not very hard to do, mind you. The only thing that puts me off on the Mario Advance ports is that they insist on adding voice clips to everything.
Oh yeah, that was it. I knew there was like something odd about the GBA version. I was just trying to think what it was again, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, like I liked all the little added features, but to have Mario constantly go, "Woo, waha, lucky!"
It's like, no, shut up, Mario. I do not remember you speaking.
Like,
you are ruining the illusion.
Link did that. Don't do that to Mario.
It's like, yeah, if you could just stop doing that, that would be great. But yeah, I mean, as far as gameplay goes, it's a very solid port. Oh, god damn it. Charging chuck. Why? Why? You know what? Let's just go to Larry's castle. Called him Lemmy, I think, before. I think Lemmy might actually be one of the first ones you actually face. Yeah, Lemmy's number 3. That was it. I'm getting my Koopalings mixed up. Not that that's difficult, mind you. At least in this game, because, you know, all you really have to go off are, like, the colour and build association, and that's it.
Yeah. What is the number of the castle, really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't call the castles by the Koopalings name, I just call it castle number 7.
Yeah, this is a bit reminiscent of the Roy section of the castle. Except you get a bit of a longer platform, and it's a lot more dangerous. Oh, no. Wait! Wait, platform! Get back here! I don't think it's coming back. Hold on, I might be able to catch the tail end of it. Oh my god! The skills!
Alright, you passed the turd. Oh, and you beat the level.
Oh god damn it! And then I completely ruin it. Oh man. It's like, oh my god, I'm the best at this game. No, wait, no, I'm not. It's just like the harsh snap back into reality.
Everyone in the chat's going clutch.
It was pretty damn clutch. Like, I was maybe pixels away from missing it. See, that moment would have been much better if I didn't die at the end. I'm just looking at the chat now, just like, oh my god, and it's just like, god damn it, fuck.
Now the fall.
Suppose that's the karma talking on that one. It's just like, you make good play, now you'll make a horrible play.
Yeah, and you're gonna get so flustered that you'll start fucking up in the earliest parts. The parts where you didn't have a problem in the first place.
Yep, that's normally how these games work.
I hate when that happens. Because you're totally aware of it happening, but you can't do anything about it.
Indeed. Yeah, this one's pretty challenging, but you just gotta keep at it. We got 89 lives, I think we'll be fine. We've left ourselves more than enough time to get this done.
Look how pathetic you are without your cape feather, Mario. How does it feel? It sucks!
Fucking sucks, man!
It fucking sucks! What does the F stand for? Fucking sucks!
What the hell are you giving me here, Bowser? Giving me all these cape feathers and then just leaving me here like some kind of drug addict?
Yeah, he's voiced by the Hotel Mario guy.
Yeah. I'll show you why all toast is toast, Bowser. You mock my words.
Give you cape feathers to take away is fucking stupid. Get the hit.
I'll point out to you in the enclosed construction book exactly where I am going to kick your ass.
Let's check out the enclosed instruction book. Oh, go fuck yourself, Bowser.
So, let's consult the instruction book. Yep, this shit sucks.
In fact, there's 3 paragraphs here on why Bowser is such an utter tool. It's been one of those days.
I bet you're really upset, Bowser, because your mom didn't make you lots of spaghetti. You'll never be as fortunate as I am.
Hey, get off of my dick, Bowser. It's Cloud, Mario. Cloud, sorry.
Oh, that was a close call. Not nearly as clutch as the thing I did earlier, but, you know, I narrowly got back onto the platform in time. Oh, nope. Spazzed out there for a second.
God, when you got that mushroom on the top ceiling, I was surprised I didn't crush you to death.
No, you do just get sort of squeezed out in
Yeah.
those situations. You don't. The game's not that unfair to just kill you for it.
I think Mario 3 did the same thing. You can do that in Bowser's Fortress.
Alright, what was this bit again? I'm having a hard time remembering this area. Oh, it's our good friend Kamek, and by which I mean not our friend at all. So we're gonna try and kill him. Oh, damn it! I forgot about that guy. Shame there wasn't a checkpoint anywhere at that point. I think this actually may be one of the Bowser castles that doesn't actually have a checkpoint, if I recall correctly.
That's the kind of thing I don't really notice.
Yeah, like sometimes the checkpoints just sort of like get took away from under your nose and you don't really notice it.
No.
It's a bit weird like that.
I think it's because, you know, with the exception of the special worlds, Mario World it can be fairly challenging at points, but it's not what I would consider bullshit.
Well, tell that to Outrageous.
Oh, yeah, well, that's an
There will be obvious exceptions to the rule.
Yes.
But for the most part, you are absolutely right. It's just sometimes you don't really feel like you need that, I guess, crutch or, you know.
Yeah, I think crutch would be the best way of putting it.
Oh, that's good. If I got completely wrong there. Oh,
I could have sworn I heard seagulls.
yeah, we get seagulls here.
We're not playing Mario Sunshines later.
Whenever I think of Sunshine, I just think of that one Delfino person that's just like, "Herb, I'm stranded on the island." Like, it's like 3 feet away from the actual town.
Well, it's the guy that's on fucking fire when the ocean is like right next to him.
It's like, dude, just jump in the water or something.
Water.
Goddamn.
Then I'll get my clothes wet.
No, you don't, Kamek. Eat that. Oh, no, the only problem is we actually need him. No, that's right, you do actually need him alive, and that's like the most annoying thing. Come on. Come on, Kamek. Damn it, it's not the platform I wanted you to take care of. Oh, god damn it, jumped at the wrong time. Alright, I think we may need the cape for this one. So, where can I go to get a cape? Tell you what, we'll just do Valley of Bowser 4, try and get to Star World.
We got Clement in the chat. He says, for future reference, the checkpoint is down the pit before the door. There's an alternate pathway down there.
There's an alternate path? Oh, okay, let's go with that then. Jesus Christ.
Did not know that.
No, me neither. Damn. It's good to show. I've been playing this game for so long and practicing it. I do still find
Pretty
things
dude
that I
shit
didn't know
getting
about.
all Sonic 3 and Knuckles up in here, Mario World.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we got this bit down at the very least, so if we can get the checkpoint, we'll be good.
You know, Clement could also be lying to you. No, I doubt he's that dickish.
It seems logical, that's the thing. So, for the benefit of research, I will find out.
Day 1, it's not there. Day 2, still not there.
Day 3, I've been turned into a pinball.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? And so the legend begins of Mario's journal. Duck.
Yeah, just a reminder, we currently are at 11,513 pounds and 31 pence raised.
Moment of truth, here we go. Well, it's definitely taken us somewhere. Holy shit, he was right. There's actually 2 coins here as well.
That's all not... What, two dragon coins?
Yeah, 2 dragon coins, so yeah. That actually makes a damn lot more sense.
They just ran out of ideas. It's like, oh, we got 2 dragon coins, where do we put them? Just put them next to each other, alright. Just don't cut my pay.
Alright, come on, Kamek.
Wow, in terms of dollars raised, that is, we actually just broke $18,000.
That is amazing.
Raised. I believe we are less than $2,000 away from breaking the Sonic-a-thon total, and we still have the incentive block to go through. So again, even if you do not have any money to spare, it helps if you spread the word via social media and the like. Get people to know about the Nintendothon going on, but again, even at this point in time, you guys managed to do so much.
Oh shit, we're taking too much time. Oh god damn it, Kamek.
Managed to do.
Is this bastard right here that's making it difficult for us? Flip? Really? Oh my god. Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh, damn it. They don't make it half difficult, do they? But we got the checkpoint at least, so it should be a bit easier.
I have never had an instance where the Magic Koopa turned the block into a thwimp.
No, me neither. I guess this must be a new one. They just all throw it in there for good measure.
Is that you, Volk? Playing for the Nintendothon, I see. Why don't I just flick on the fuck Volt switch?
It does feel that way. Especially since I need 2 blocks just to get my fat ass through the gap.
So that hum.
Oh god damn it. Can I actually fit through that? Come on. Let me in. Oh, let me in that time. Not the other 15 billion times I tried to get in there.
Purr, baby, purr.
Alright, let's get the mushroom over here. Then we're ready for Kamek number 2. Well, at least we don't have to worry about the time going now, so I can kind of deal with this a bit more patiently. Yes, I'm in. I did the Valley of Bowser Boo thing. Just ducked and just squeezed my way in.
Whatever works.
Go away, Kamek. You're an asshole.
Even duck.
Oh, there's a cape here. Yes, cape.
Oh,
Give me. Give me.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen this level tackled without the cape feather.
Alright, we're gonna send him down this way.
To hell.
Enjoy your descent to hell.
Yeah, but I'm in the Valley of Bowser. You don't know hell.
You don't know hell until you have seen Outrageous. And there we go! That is the last Koopaling taken down after what seemed like an eternity and Kamek dickery. Just notice how many points we have as well. 1.5 million. No, that's 1,558,000.
I don't even remember what the highest score is I ever got.
It's just like how it just chucks the castle, isn't it? Just like,
yeah. It's like,
you know what? You know what? Fuck your castle!
Yeah.
Just throws it directly at Bowser. It's just like, dude, what the hell?
I hate Bowser! I
haven't
hate
even
the Stardon! I hate your castle! As a matter of fact, fuck your castle!
And Bowser's like, dude, I haven't even finished paying rent for that yet. Right, that's it. You come in here and we're fighting. We're doing this.
I'll go through the back door. Wait a minute!
Oh, look, there's a back door here. Oh, goddammit. Alright, I think I need to make sure I get a Yoshi here. So, yeah. We need Yoshi. Unfortunately, we can't just get to the star from the Bowser. I have no idea why, but that's how it goes, I guess. I do know a place where we can get a Yoshi, however, so let's go over there and grab us one.
Alright, so I believe we have one more secret exit to go, then we have the fortress, and then the back door.
Yep, that's it. We are very, very close to the end now.
Alrighty then.
So, anybody who wants to kill or save the animals, you'll still have time to donate. When will the actual cutoff period be? Will it be when the
the cutoff point for kill or save the animals will be when Mother Brain dies.
When Mother Brain dies. Okay, so you'll have a little bit of time after this run ends, but keep in mind, it probably won't be much.
No. If things go well.
Alright, here we go. We got the checkpoint here as well, so all we need to do really is get another Yoshi, if we end up failing. So, you know, I'm quite liking my chances. Oh, that was close. Almost lost Yoshi there. But then I realized there's not any lava for a little while.
See, just ford the animals. Those that where we tie the animals together and hoping they make it across the river just fine.
Fjord the animals.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Love it. Alright, there we go. That's the secret exit done. For that one. And there we go. Now we can make our full loop around. So, there's one fortress and one back door left to go, separating us from absolute victory. Let's do this shit.
Oh, and Peach.
Oh yeah, doing Peach as well. That's kind of part of the course, really, isn't it? This is where the difficulty tile gets turned up to maximum. This is by far the most perilous fortress you'll ever see.
Yeah, this one can really sneak up on you. Again, it's the damn spiked pillars. They look so dangerous in this game.
So what was your experience with this particular fortress?
Mario Kebab. That's the best way of putting it. I mean, it's the major threat of this fortress. It really is. I mean, you deal with dry bones and, like, the dry beetles.
They throw everything and the proverbial kitchen sink at you.
Yeah. But it's always the spiked pillars you remember, is because, well, just look at them.
They are pretty damn deadly. Especially when they get to this sort of speed.
Yeah.
You gotta time your jumps just right.
The chat brings
Otherwise that happens.
Quite sexual. Back doors, penetrating beams. What is
Luckily, they do kind of give you some mercy with this. And the mercy comes in the form of a green block. Right here.
Oh! Well, it just happened too. I just caught up to the delay. That happened to me so many times.
Yep. So did you actually get to this area, like, when you first started playing through the game, or were you just all, like, looking at this fortress thinking, how the hell do I get there?
You know what? I don't remember.
Because I can imagine a lot of people have been in that situation, just, like, not knowing where that secret is to get you up there.
Like, I found out that some levels had secret exits just by playing the game, but I didn't correlate between red dots and alternate exits.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. The red dots do actually tell you when there's an alternate exit. One thing I never really found out was the difference between the large spaces and the smaller ones. Because obviously sometimes you get the small little dots and sometimes you get the really big ones.
Yes. But is there a difference? I'm throwing a blank.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, really. Oh no! I forgot about the fireballs in that section as well. You know, if the crushing pillars weren't enough, they also throw the fireballs in between the lava pits just for good measure.
Yeah.
So my strategy of just trying to hover over it until they come back up again, unfortunately didn't work out at the end. But that's okay. We still have 82 chances, so I think we'll be alright somehow.
According to Toli Amolar, big dots have over 400 seconds in the stage, while regular stages have 300 seconds.
Really?
In terms of time. I had no idea it had anything to do with time.
No, me neither, honestly. I'm assuming Funky is probably an exception to that, since you only get 200 for that one.
Yeah, Funky's like really tiny dot. Like microscopic.
It's like, see this? This will be your dick size when we're done with you.
Oh!
Mamma mia! Peter will not be happy with this.
Oh, what do I care? She always gives me cake anyway.
Alright. There's that asshole fireball that did us in the last time. Nope. See, the problem is you can't even correct yourself if you get hit by the fireball.
No.
Because like the platform at that point just gets completely shut off. But I suppose this is, for the sake of this run, the penultimate stage, so it seems oddly fitting. Especially since we are essentially skipping most of Bowser's Castle for this.
Yeah,
So I suppose they did have
like,
to kind of make it a little bit challenging.
It's like, oh, you want to take that back door? Oh, I'm gonna make you fucking work for it. Oh, yeah.
It's like, you take that steel beam.
Yeah. You like that? Oh, I see you smiling at that. That's right, you bitch. But,
Dimples. The
it's
dimples.
like, yeah,
The dimples are there for your pleasure.
It's like the secret
We
ninth
made them
door.
especially for you, Mario.
Because since we're not going through the front entrance of Bowser's lair, the doors are numbered 1 through 8. You choose through the first 4, and then you choose the second set afterwards. This is like door number 9.
Oh, great. We are small, Mario. This is not good. Oh, so close. You can taste the end, and then it just gets crushed in front of your eyes.
Tastes like copper.
Tastes like lead and asbestos. I get the feeling nobody's been to this castle for maintenance for quite some time. Probably because they couldn't even survive the actual castle itself. Get like the asbestos inspector who just like takes one look outside the front door. It's just like, fuck that shit.
I'm not going over there.
It's like, this is not worth getting rid of asbestos for. Yeah. This is the level giving me the most trouble. I can't say I was too surprised, but at the same time... Oh no! I went way too late. Way too late.
Unpointed.
Alright. We can do this.
Oh, you will.
We've come so close. We can't let it go awry now. Yeah, there is definitely no checkpoint here as well, so you gotta go through the whole thing if you want to actually,
This is one of your main points of concern that you discussed earlier. You had
Yep,
Mondo listed, Funky, Bowser's Castle number 3, and Valley of Bowser Fortress.
Yep.
As the chat says, you only got 79 chances left.
Don't know if I can do it. It's simply not enough.
Oh shit, I'm panicking! I'm panicking! The hand is shaking!
We meet again. Nice and patient. Alright, there's no fireball on that one, so we can jump straight to it. Fireball on this one. Ignore it. We'll take it. Oh my god. Now the only problem is we have to defeat Resna small. Let's do it.
You can do it, folk.
Hi, Habib.
You what?
It's a really, really old, like, meme. Oh, damn it. It's just some guy with just, like, rainbow-colored nails, like, Benny Maru style haircut, and he's just like, itty bitty baby, itty bitty boat. And the guy's like, no, I don't believe it, Habib it. And there's like another version where they say things properly. It's like, small infant, small marine boat, likely not to carry more than 1 infant.
Oh, I never heard of that.
It's just like, I absolutely refute these claims. Have brave, dear brother. You must give me the benefit of a doubt. Small house made of cream-filled pastries. No, that's a spike. Ow. It's okay. No, it's not okay. I lied! Damn it, Shen, you can't go doing your bomb bitty 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 bomb bomb yet. It's not even Christmas. Spin to win, spin to win.
So just to keep you updated, folks, after this, we will be doing Super Metroid for the SNES. I'll be taking charge of that. And then afterwards, we're going to wrap the finale of the Nintendothon with the Smash Brothers tourney.
Yep, yep, yep.
Between all the runners.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, no. I had a choice between falling into the lava or falling into the spiky beetle. Alright, here we go again. Just take your time.
Yeah, you got this, Volk.
And then wait for the fireball. Got it!
Yes! There you go. It's only a matter of time.
And this is the last time, if I get this right, we'll have to worry about... But no!
What happened?
The bridge disappeared as I was about to make the jump. That's just cruel.
Yeah, that really is.
That's why Resner is really, really annoying. That disappearing platform doesn't really give you enough time. Unless you sort of like jump on there. It's alright. I'm getting the hang of this though. I've reached there twice now, so...
Chat's exploding.
I can't tell if they're giving me support or if they're
I don't know.
putting me down.
I can't distinguish anything from anything with all the damn all caps.
I am a real Twitch streamer now. I have all caps in chat. I have made it officially.
This is what it's like to be a man.
This is what Bazza must feel like when he does the VGCW.
No, then I know that the real boss is Resner.
The true final boss is Resner.
Yeah,
Bowser ain't actually too bad. It just sometimes could take you a while because he doesn't always cooperate.
Bowser's actually just a secretary.
No, he's like the intern working for the cover band Resner.
The
He
unpaid
like gets them all the gigs and such.
Yeah.
He's like, alright Bowser, you got a gig here in the Mushroom Kingdom. You'll be performing at 5 venues today.
5?
It's like, how much are we getting paid for this? Alright, here we go. We can do this.
Alright, everybody, just hold your hands up in the air and evoke all the positive vibes. Gonna make a super positive spirit bomb.
Alright, we're in again.
I don't know where you got to throw that spirit bomb at, though. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste of a spirit bomb.
Alright, we lost the cape, that's fine. Still have another hit in me. Alright, this time I'm going to wait. Got it! Yes! Run! Let's play some fucking video games! Alright, here we go. All our hard work has led us up to this very moment. We get to take the back door to Bowser's castle. And this skips the whole numbered door sequence. So all you gotta deal with is a couple of stealthy ninja stars here. With varying jump height, you know. Nice fun enemy.
Wonky as hell hitboxes, though, too. So I had a number of times where I clipped right through them.
But all in all, this isn't too difficult. Just gotta be careful of the star geezers. So usually I just take them out before I actually start making any jumps. Don't think there's any things here. And there's a checkpoint right there as well, so we'll get to be Big Mario. And here we go, the final countdown, the final encounter. Against a guy in a clown car. Look at him, he's happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was there too.
It's like, I'm so glad I got this game. It's like, soon I'll be able to be in the hit band Resner.
They go to 5 gigs per day. Did you hear that? Per day.
It's like I got all their albums. Alright, there we go. That's the first form taken care of. And my girlfriend is dancing outside my front door. I think Volk is going to be sleeping okay tonight. Alright. No need to worry about taking a hit there, because we get a mushroom at each form. And this is the trickier one, because he'll kind of follow you around, and you gotta try and get a good arc on the Koopalings. Additionally, for some reason or another, Bowser has enough space for himself and these gigantic fucking bowling balls. Which I don't quite understand.
I don't understand the bowling balls. Yeah.
How does he fit him in there? He's like got hundreds of them in there, and like they're the same size as the clown car. It's like relative space. Do you know what that is, dude?
Like bowling space, like hammer space. It's bowling balls.
Yeah, the thing is, since he follows you, and the propeller will actually outright kill the Mecha Koopas.
Yes.
So you gotta be. It's not tricky to sort of like dodge the attacks. It's just tricky to hit him.
Yeah, I just like, I would run to one side, and then while he's following you, just run to the opposite side. Usually that gives you enough distance to kick the Mecha Koopa straight up. Oh, we have more donations.
Oh,
£1 and 57 pence donation from Pedro Manuel Ibarra, AG.
oh, damn it for the hit.
Hi John, you've given me so many years of fun and laughter. Take this piece of small donation for this cause. It's all my YouTube channel, and since you have been my inspiration since 2014, this is also your donation. I appreciate it, Pedro. Thank you very much, good sir.
Thank you.
And we have a £10 donation from Smoothies.
Hey, Smoothies!
Needs more Sonic.
Well, when Mario Maker comes out, you'll get your wish.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you piece of shit.
Oh, that's right. You can use the amiibos to, like, unlock skins for that. Well, that's really meta.
Exactly. But Sonic in your Mario game. Alright, here we go. It's almost final form time. It's got to dodge some more flames from the sky.
Hey, I find the final form easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit easier to hit as well.
Yeah.
But it's just that face that
Yeah.
the damn clown car makes. It's just like, you know shit's on now. It's just like, I'm really pissed now, but I'm still so happy to be here.
I really want to be a part of that band. You're taking away this opportunity from me, Mario.
It's like, you will not squander this opportunity for me, damn it.
Mario, do not be that guy.
It's like, I'm gonna be that guy as much as I damn well please. And, nope, that's not it. Oop. Is that it? Boom! And we are done!
Bada boom! Hey, Daisy!
That ain't Daisy.
That ain't Daisy.
I always thought Peach looked a bit weird in this game. Like, she doesn't... It's like, I can see how she would fit, but at the same time, she kind of doesn't. Like, the art style seems always completely different.
It might be the utter lack of a nose. Like she's part toad.
She is part toad.
Yeah.
That's what going around breathing in all the fumes will do to you.
The nose is the first to go. Alright, well, we got a credit sequence here, and then after that, I'll read some donations if we have any last minute add-ons, and then I'll get ready for Super Metroid.
Yep, we can comment over some of the names of the enemies.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because we get the names of the enemies as well towards the end. But first we got like the nice little bit where we take all the eggs home. Peach on the back of a Yoshi.
I love this theme.
It is so good. We got 7 eggs for Yoshi and friends. God knows what they're doing there anyway. What in the hell am I doing here? I came to save Peach, not Yoshi's children. And Koopalings are the craziest thing. Why do they get their own castle? I get the mortgage settlement was really high, 'cause they were simply too young. I guess that is what happens when the king of Koopa's your dad.
I wanted you to keep going. I wanted to see how far
That's the problem, though. I want to keep going, but then I ruin my momentum.
Yeah, improv is a bitch.
Like, if I had enough time, I would have prepped something beforehand. But that's not how I work. I like my improv. I have moments where I just come up with absolute gold, and other times where I come up with absolute shit. So I try to count my blessings where I can. If I come up with something good, I quit while I'm ahead. So, you were saying that the green arms of Yoshi were not part of the saddle. Do you think they were his arms?
Yes. I'm pretty sure they are his arms. It just weirds me out that his arms are just.
Well, I'm pretty
completely
sure they do like a weird celebratory thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must. Yeah, they must be his arm because they're all orange as well.
And then it's like gloves, like working gloves.
They're surprised because they weren't expecting septuplets. Now they have to worry about that their income will not be enough to satiate all these children.
Well, boys, looks like we're going back to welfare. Yay, welfare!
Woo! Yeah, they are literally Goombas. Tomato-looking motherfuckers are Goombas. The amazing flying hammer blubber! Ah, the charging chucks I think change colour then, because I'm pretty sure they're not meant to be blue. They're normally green. Swimmer blubbers, Bookie, Multimob, Pidgeot Bill. Ah, thank you, Tom. You are far too kind. Banzai Bill's the man as well. It's like, huge motherfucking missile! Dino, Rhino, Torchmax Coopers. They're kind of cool enemies in this game, but not at all like these Spike Top Block, Buzzy Beetle Swoopers. They're kinda lame, but not like the Coopers.
I joined along, but I'm off key. I can't hear the music real
Torpedo
time.
Ted is kind of an ass, but thanks to our glitch, his name was Grass. We went through the level under the water. And Fishing Boo is a bastard too. I had enough fun, Bony Beetle and Thwimp, Dry Bones, Lil, Sparky, and a Ball, and Chain and Grinder, and Fishbones were there too, don't forget about them. We segue to the next lot of enemies, and it's Rez, nor everyone's favourite cover, band in the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's the next fight where the Mecha Koopas reside. And now I'm just buying time for the next slide to come along and show off Bowser's illegitimate children.
Look like.
And that is the end of Super Mario World. If you were here throughout the entire thing, you guys are absolute stars. Thank you so much for staying with us from beginning to end. Hopefully this has been a good run for you all. I've certainly had a ton of fun, and I am immensely pleased with how it went. We actually managed to beat all 96 exits in 3 hours.
Yeah, that's really good timing, dude.
To put it into perspective, my practice run was 3 hours 22, so somewhere along the line, I saved 22 minutes.
Practice runs pay off.
That
in
they
ways you can never imagine. It just happens.
Yep, it all happens. Now, if I've done this right, it should have all 95 exits. No, there we go. There it is. 96.
96
Right
star.
there. That is a star. That means we have completed the game 100%. So there you go. That's your proof right there, just in case you needed it. In case you joined the run later on and you didn't think I did some ridiculous skip or something like that. So that's that. Johnny, any closing thoughts on that one?
Let's get ready for Super Metroid, guys.
Oh yes. Who is co-coming with that one?
I believe I have Donnie, and Mia is joining alongside me.
Ah, excellent. Well, I'll definitely be sticking around to watch for that. So, best of luck to you on that one. And to everybody in the chat, thank you very much for joining us. I have been Volk. This has been Johnny. And we'll see you in just a few minutes for some Super Metroid. Thank you very much for joining us. And you all take care, and have a good night.